Nah, that's
because he's
3.
That's my guy.
2.
Like we talk
1.
often.
Take it away.
What's happening? Once again, we back. You feel me? The Thursday show.
Hey, damn now. Flacco is jealous of 607 because he's skinny and people like him.
That's my guy, and
Everyone's your guy, but you're lying.
No, we actually
your
talk.
guy
Because he's
your
skinny
enemy.
is amazing.
No, we actually talk like quite often. No,
Can you explain this? How does someone go from being your enemy to then that's your guy? I need to know that.
but he was never an enemy though.
No, but everyone. Ahefe, you just name it. There's another dude, Odium Slim, I think is the guy you got beef with, right?
Who?
They're not cool though.
I'm doing the research on all Flacco's enemies, and I realize what you do.
But how is Uncle?
Because it's Daniel, so the
plausible
enemies.
deniability. That's my guy.
But how is Uncle like my enemy? We talk every day.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's clear you don't. It's clear you don't like him.
What the hell they talking about, bro?
We're actually cool. Like,
keep
that's my
your
guy.
friends close and your enemies closer. You're a Machiavellian, Flacco. You're a
That's a
manipulator.
weak narrative,
I get
man.
it.
That's weak narrative, man.
You, Wack, and Adam, you guys are like the three amigos of manipulation.
They're definitely on some.
I'm learning this shit as I'm being around.
Is that how that works, man?
This is exactly what you guys are doing, and you think you're smart.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody involved, man.
No, but Flacco do be playing 5D chess.
No, seriously, keep everyone inebriated as we just pull their fucking strings.
Hey, listen, man.
I'll help you with the first part.
I'm glad you have that much faith in me, man. Right, but I'm just going along with the flow, man.
Bro, y'all giving me a headache. What the fuck is going on?
I don't even know myself, man. Feel me?
Podcasting.
There it is.
Feel me?
We got Tay F third. You feel me?
What's up, brothers?
I'm not gonna call him Tayford because you feel me.
Nah, I ain't tripping. I adapted that name. It's adopted.
Tayford.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yes, sir.
I love this guy.
He's
Come on,
a
this
great
my
guy.
boy here.
I love this guy because his
my guy
voice
right
is
here.
higher than mine.
Oh,
That's debatable.
Hey, listen. Yeah, it is debatable.
That's debatable.
We got a high.
oh no, bro. You might got me beat by like
I'm
2
like-
decibels.
By octave. I'm like,
Yeah, a little bit.
But
It's
the
my
thing
guy
is,
though.
His you look at him and you hear his voice, and it looks like it belongs to him.
and we
That's a
look at
fact.
you.
You look
And
like
what-
you stole some like homosexual like white man from Northern
Are you,
Idaho's
a
voice.
homophobe? Are you a homophobe?
Nah.
Oh, because I'm just.
Yeah, don't do that. They gonna get you.
Yeah, because I need an ally at this point. I might have to
I got
freaking
your
go
back.
with the gay people.
I'll
the
defend
Mexicans hate me. The damn everyone hates me. Black people hate me. I'm just the most hated man in America
you.
right now.
But like the example, so
That's just the
so
internet, though, man.
racist. Brandon woke up. I called him racist.
No, we're not starting race.
No,
We're not-
Brandon woke
don't
up.
make this about audience. I am stopping him from making this about race. They're gonna say, yeah, he's always talking about race. Let's make it about whatever.
I'm just saying, no, like, so your examples of, and this isn't a race conversation. This is a thick skin conversation.
Oh yeah.
Because if that message that you received this morning got under your skin to that degree,
That didn't bother me at all.
well, it bothered you enough to send it to the group chat, and
I was literally just pointing out how you guys call me a racist, but real racism is out there.
hey, if you want to see real racism, look at my inbox. Look at the messages
What they
that I
be saying-
get.
what they be saying,
I'll show you
like-
some real racism, dog.
No,
Like,
You
but
should.
you said though that you sent them to do it, right?
oh yeah, of course.
So what? So
It's a
you sent
psyop.
them.
I sent all the Mexicans.
Hold on, wait.
No,
You
said
sent
that,
somebody
though,
to attack him with racism?
No,
Because that means you a part of it.
No, why would I ever say no?
Oh,
You just
was it
said
a
you
joke?
did.
That was a joke,
Oh, okay,
obviously.
okay, okay,
Obviously.
okay.
But the point is,
I would
when
do something that
No, listen,
Flacco.
listen, bro. You have to clarify those things because, for example, if he leaves here today and he said, "Oh, see, that white boy Lush was sending them racism,"
Man.
so you know,
Lush is not even white anymore.
and I know Brandon's not that lame. As lame as he might be, he's not
Lush
that
is
lame.
whatever race he needs to be at the time.
Yeah, I'm a chameleon.
Right. No, but
They call me racial Dolezal.
the message is,
What?
if you're going to be in this podcasting space, you're going to be on the internet, you got to have a thick skin. You can't take shit personal.
That part.
And I don't take anything personal. You can call me whatever you want, as you saw with Suspect. I'm sitting here chilling, man. If you want to get your blood pressure, I'm already fat. I don't need to have a heart attack getting mad about some.
Speaking of
Stupid
blood
shit.
pressure, yesterday, I did shoot a hood vlog for No Jumper
with like 7 people.
with Kingpin. No, they were deeper than 7.
Man,
Where was you
cut
at?
it out, man.
They were like
We seen the footage, man.
They
It
were
was
like-
like 7 niggas deep
40 deep.
Where was y'all at?
for
We
a
went to
hood tour.
Palmares Park
What's that?
in Pomona.
Oh, Pomona?
Yeah, the 4, 5.
Oh,
6.
you was with the pill
Can you
dude.
go
Yeah,
to Lush
yeah.
Story?
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it on
Yeah.
the Pills page or my.
Look, watch this hood tour real quick. Please go to the Lush IG story.
You're saying that
No, I'm not
Bring
saying.
him out.
No, I'm not saying nothing. You said 40, so let's just see.
Well, to be fair,
see the 40 people.
A lot of these guys did not want to be on camera.
Man, cut it out, bro.
No.
Listen, Flacco.
Okay,
They
let's
made it
First
clear.
and foremost, you're scared to even go.
Okay, so that right there is the 40 deep hood vlog.
No.
Okay, cool. So
That-
yeah,
that
so
is-
2, 3,
so
They were
yeah,
a lot deeper.
5.
so
They were a lot
yeah.
deeper
Let's
than
move
that.
on, man.
It's like 7
They
people.
were a lot deeper than that.
That's the
Literally
40.
like 7 people.
That's the 40 deep hood
That's
vlog,
7
man.
people in this frame. There's like 20 people on either side.
Yeah.
Look, it's a whole completely group.
Bumped
different
into
group of guys.
Uno.
Bro, that's insane.
He got my favorite slogan. He got my favorite
Those
slogan
same
right now.
guys.
Different guys.
It's just bumped into Uno. It's the
I'm
Dino.
not letting nobody. I'm not letting nobody who's afraid to even go outside press nobody.
I'm
who's
always
going
outside, man.
You're lying, Flacco. You're
Yeah,
scared.
you ain't
I
nowhere,
invited you to
Flacco.
Marathon Burger.
How am
no,
I not
I'm not
outside?
going to. Bro, you're scared to go anywhere where there's black people.
I'm always outside.
You're
where there's
making
black
big
people at.
niggas look bad, bro.
That don't sound right.
You're
right
big.
there.
Not
No one's
wrong.
gonna do anything to you.
But wait though. But like that sounds retarded. I'm always
No, that's
outside.
not. No, you're not, Flacco. Stop lying.
But how do you know I'm
But
not
you
outside?
have went to that side. All right, King
I'm always
Pill,
outside.
Flacco about to come to your hood to hang with you and your homies. Give him a day.
Well, you didn't go, Flacco? Oh, you
Flacco
didn't
ain't
go, huh?
going nowhere where there's black people.
I have a question, right?
Don't you live in Van Nuys or something like that?
I'll
Why
have
is
a question,
Van Nuys
yo.
always your de facto
So-
frame of reference? You got to pick a more like less.
He's like, no,
city.
it's more white than that.
No, Van Nuys is activated. I
No,
keep trying to tell you.
no.
Like,
Flacco live in Rancho
No.
Santa
Van Nuys is
Margarita.
activated.
hell yeah.
And that's the old crip coming out of you, right? Because why do black folks think that going to a hood is like the most prestigious thing? Nigga, no, maybe I just want to hang out where it's fly at. You feel me, right?
I
I
feel
don't
that.
want to walk on blocks that there's nothing going on there, right? Like there's no like
That is a fair.
clubs, there's
No,
like no like food spots that I would enjoy.
No,
I just don't want to be in the hood every day hanging with niggas, bro. Like I'd rather just be outside doing regular
It's
shit.
not about prestige or the hood being prestigious. It's
It
about
feels like when it comes to niggas, though.
It's about the fact that as big as you are and as much as shit as you talk, there should
I'm
be no
always outside,
place
though.
that is off limits to you.
I don't want to
I
go
will
to the
go
hood,
in-
bro.
no one
I'm
can-
sorry. If the hood is your like
No one will-
prestige,
no, hold on.
you right.
You're a
That's
journalist.
again.
right.
Again, yeah.
So
Again,
hold on.
Wait a minute.
again.
Let me say this.
Again, that's
Let
for
me
you
say
niggas.
this.
I rather
I got
right
something for this too, but go
Who
ahead.
was
go
the
somewhere
model?
where it's fly.
You would know this. Who was the model
What
who used to
model?
be a war correspondent? She used to work she was a model, then she became a war correspondent. She would go into battles and like take pictures and do journalism.
I don't know, but Diane Sawyer could get knocked
One
down.
of the listen, but this
Back
is
in her
you
heyday.
have skinny blonde white women who are journalists. They'll talk about the Taliban, then go in Afghanistan and walk amongst
Yeah,
the Taliban.
That's a fact.
You are the worst
That's
type
a
of
little fact right there.
journalist there is. You will say something about someone, something about somebody's hood, but you are scared to go to that place. It
What
ain't
did I
about
say,
prestige.
about the
it's
hood?
about journalistic integrity. I'm gonna say what I say. I feel so confident and so reassured in what I say that I'm willing to stand face to face with that person because I know my integrity is intact. It makes No Jumper look like a pseudo journalistic place.
Well, that's
when
just
the
verbal
journalist will not
masturbation
walk
you're
into
doing
the-
right now, right? You can't even name like what I've said
Verbal
about like his hood.
What the fuck do pseudo-elistic, whatever?
No,
Pseudo journalistic.
My brain hurt, bro.
Being a fake journalist
No,
is what that means.
again,
That's what he meant to say.
No, I'm wearing
He
bands.
just wait, pause though. He just talked. What if? Oh, okay. So
Stop
look,
pretending you're not smart, Tay.
yeah.
I'm
Again,
very,
he's just talking.
smart.
What have Flacco said about this man's hood?
No, it's not. See, you're doing that thing. You're doing that
you
thing.
sound retarded right now, right?
No.
you sound
you
dumb.
know.
Said things about people up here that
You sound
could
dumb.
could wobble on personal.
No,
And I feel like this. If you are willing to say something about somebody, the least I said something about the Mexicans. I'm about to go on a Mexican podcast by myself next week. I'm
Where
not
you-
bringing
which one, you going
nobody.
on Hater
Don't
World
worry
or
about
what?
it. Don't worry about it. It's way bigger than that crap. What I'm
Whoa.
saying is, I
you're
will
going
walk
on American
into.
Cholo-
Listen, if I say something about
so you're
someone,
scared
no.
to go talk to Haters World.
Listen, these are real. These are real podcasts.
So
But
wait,
what I-
wait, Paul. Okay,
Hold on,
no,
no, wait.
hell, no. Well, pause. But that
See,
same
you trying
logic.
to- You trying to pivot?
You are scared to
You're trying
go
to
talk to
pivot.
Haters World.
You're trying to pivot.
Nah. Wait, pause though. You have talked about Haters World, and now you're scared to
We're
go
gonna
talk to him.
pivot.
Nah, ain't no
I'm already
pivot. It's the
going
same
Haters
logic
World.
applying to you,
I'm already
right?
going
You gotta
on
go to Haters World,
Nah,
Brandon.
so now you understand how dumb your point is, right?
go to Haters World.
Now you understand how stupid your point is.
Hater World.
You talk about Hater World.
Okay.
Go to his
gotta go there.
podcast.
Listen, we're gonna get in the ring. Me and that Blue Devil.
Nah, go to his podcast and talk to
All
him.
right, do that. I want to see
I'm
that.
scared, but we're gonna get in the ring.
No, go to Hater World
Okay.
Hood and talk to
My
him.
point that I
Blue
was
Devil's allowed to use knives
Listen,
in the fight, by
That's
the way.
right.
What?
Listen, the point I'm making is this: if you talk about somebody, the least you could do is grace them with
But you
your
prove your
presence.
point is retarded once you said I'm not going to like Hater World Hood or talk to him. Again, once you say that, you now prove that your point is now retarded.
What you're doing is not gonna
Right?
work. You tried to
it's
pivot to
retarded
Hater
though. You
World
prove
to take the point off of
you said this that because I guess I've spoken about King Pill that I should go to King Pill Hood.
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm not.
Why
I don't
not?
want to.
Because you're scared.
No, and I don't want to be around them niggas, bro.
No, no,
Like,
So why are you talking?
I'm
My
straight.
point is, why are you shaming Lush when he's willing to do
Shame
something
Lush
that
about
you're
what, though?
afraid to do?
You guys both shame me constantly.
No,
Listen, Lush
or
is,
attempt to
You're
at least.
saying
in my
words. You know what
opinion-
the
In my opinion, Lush
You're saying
is
words.
like the Jane Fonda of this
You
bitch
just saying words right now, my
Fonda.
brother.
going to the funk. Like he's willing to
You
show
just
up.
saying words. How am I shaming Lush?
You were just shaming him, talking about
How-
he's only with 7 Bloods and all these criticisms.
Again, words mean something.
That
No,
was amazing.
no,
Sorry,
no,
Flacco,
no,
I'm
words
not
mean
on
something.
drugs, nigga. My memory
Words
works
mean
very
something.
well.
That's not shaming. That's
My
observation.
memory works well.
That's an observation. That's not
And
shaming.
I'm making my observation.
No,
and
you're
you
lying.
are
You
trying
said shame.
to-
That's not shame.
We
Words
know
mean
when
something.
You start stuttering.
Words
you try
mean.
to get up
Listen,
out
I'm not
of some
stirring
shit.
all right now. Words
Nah,
mean something. Now you lying. You see, bro?
Crying right now, bro.
We're gonna make you throw a punch eventually.
Nah,
Flacco,
listen.
one way or another one.
I'm calling you out for those
Call me out.
retarded points.
These points are great.
All
Very
right?
valid.
No,
Lush, you
no.
decide.
There's
No,
30 Bloods here yesterday. I'm
Josh,
just
Prove
saying
your
that.
point is
Josh,
retarded
it's my
once you
point.
said that I can't go to Hater World.
Let's ask the objective opinion. Josh, is my opinion valid? Is my point valid?
It's retarded. It don't make sense.
Don't ask the
It's-
white man for
It's
validation.
hypocritical.
Josh
In
is.
this,
I
in
think
this
you're both
Bro,
being
listen,
very
listen.
good points right now.
Listen, bro. He love that though. Listen, bro. He love the white
Flacco
man
hasn't made a
validation.
single point.
He loves the white man validation.
No,
You feel
okay.
me? No. You love the white man
What is your
validation,
point?
bro.
I mean, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
No.
I'll shut up.
No
I'll
pun
shut
intended.
My point is simple.
up. Okay.
It's retarded. The world don't work like that.
The world don't work like what?
Right?
Hell no.
Huh?
Hold on.
The world don't work like what?
The world don't work like that.
The world don't work like what?
Right.
Explain that point.
All right, bro, we just laughing and they argue.
No, that was funny.
Wait.
That was funny.
Wait. And if somebody on MSNBC speaks about the Taliban, they're not now obligated
Pull up to Afghanistan.
to go pull up and
Pull
talk to the
up.
Taliban. That's just a retarded point that don't make
do
sense
it to
whatsoever.
They do it to show that they're not throwing rocks and hiding their hand. They
That's-
show up
that's
like, here I
stupid.
am. Give me
Everyone
your
who
side
talks-
of the story.
Everyone who talks about the Taliban and critique them don't have to go sit down with Taliban Brandon. That's
Every
retarded.
news- every,
It would be cool.
Wait a minute.
You
wait a
sound
minute.
dumb right now,
Okay,
bro.
Can I make my point now?
Okay, sure, go ahead.
So every news media outlet has correspondents who go to the field and they say, well, we said this in America from the safety of America, but we're going to send our correspondent Jim Mitchell to walk into a cave with 100 Taliban and they're going to get a chance to say their side of the story.
So
I feel like
basically,
every time
me
you
going
talk
to
about a crime, you
Palmeiras
should go
Park
to their hood to
yesterday
let them get their
is
house.
equivalent to going in
You
a
sound
cave
dumb,
with
bro.
a
So back
cave
to
with
your
fully
hood vlogs
taught.
and Lush. Yeah.
Tay, is this not true?
Bro, that's
That's
stupid,
wild.
Brandon.
I think if you're gonna say something, be able to go over there and stand on it. But I mean, and then,
But to say that every
but in this
journalist or
instant, though,
podcaster who
Flacco has
speaks-
pulled up to us in Long Beach.
No,
Wait,
Long
though.
Beach is safe. Flacco is from Long Beach.
But to say that
Yeah,
every
he's with us.
journalist
We
and
vouching for
podcaster
Flacco.
He's
who
with us.
speaks
So
on
that's his
Al
hood.
Qaeda and the Taliban should go speak to the Taliban is just stupid. I'm not even validating that point, bro.
No.
That's just a dumb argument that I'm not even trying
Be honest,
to.
Lush.
Look, so here's my
Flacco
honest
is-
opinion.
engage it.
I agree with Flacco. However, it does add credence to the journalists that are willing to put foot on land.
Yeah, you're not a real journalist.
I'm not saying that, no. I'm not saying
Again,
that
but to
someone's
say
not.
that because somebody speaks or critiques the Taliban or people they don't like, that they should now go ahead and go to Afghanistan to the Taliban hood and do a. Man,
I actually agree with Flacco in that sense, and I'll tell you why.
I can't even argue with that. That's
No, because
Tell me why, tell me why.
because if Flacco actually were to spend time around these people that he's criticizing, it could potentially compromise him feeling comfortable to pop it like he does, which has been one of the primary reasons that
it's
he's
not even a point though.
No, I know it's not the point.
Listen,
But-
I
there's no
said-
obligation.
no, there's no obligation
to
but
pull
still,
up to Afghanistan to speak to Taliban.
but I'm saying that it actually, you being outside more would water you down.
I'm always outside
I think-
with regular, normal,
Lush,
average people.
I think if you say
doing things that I enjoy.
that hinge on personal, right? The least you can do is go into the field and say, well, you know what? If the person has a gripe about me, I'm going to show up face to face with them, and I'm going to let them voice their opinion and give their side. That is called journalism. When you don't show, wait, let me finish. When you don't show up, all you're doing at this point is gossiping. I said some stuff about Dodie Six, about when he crashed out. Next thing you know, you see me in a picture with Dodie Six. At that point, I'm giving Dodie Six, I'll even give credit to Suspect. Because Suspect showed up. There was a video that looked like Dodie Six had some choice words for him. Suspect replied to it. They shook hands. Wait, no, listen. I said it looked like. Let me get my point out. Suspect responded to whatever bro said. They shook hands and they was good. I will give Suspect respect in that instance. You give people access to you, and then that way they can, you know, when you say something about them up here, they're not like, this guy's just punching down on me because he knows I don't have the ability to get access to him.
There is a difference between journalism and commentary.
That's gossip.
There is a difference between journalism and commentary.
But it ain't commentary. It be gossip.
Listen, bro. Brandon likes to hear himself talk. Again, bro, this the same nigga 5 minutes ago who says that he's not pulling up to Hater World's hood after talking about him. This nigga likes to hear himself talk.
So now you're going to tell a lie.
Bro, you just yapping. You yapping, bro.
You going to tell a lie. My exact
yapping, Brandon.
Wait a minute. We're not
you lose credibility once you start yapping.
All right, Adam Jr., I did not say I wasn't going to pull up to Hater World. I said the interview is already in the books. It's in the works. So you said
I'm talking to more like important people. I don't have time.
I said I'm going to be on a bigger podcast next week. But the situation with Hater World, I'm supposed to pull up with someone else at Hater World. That's been in the works for 2 weeks already. What I'm telling you is, you just tried to lie on me. You just tried to lie on me in front of my face.
Wait, pause. I talked to him like 3 days ago, right? And this was not in the works 3 days ago. Cut it out, bro.
No, it's been in the works for 2 weeks.
I talked to him 3 days ago about y'all collabing, and it was not in the works.
I can show you in my phone right now.
According to Haters World, he want to beat your ass, bro. That's not,
he wants to. He wants to, but can he? That's the question.
You feel me?
Here's the difference. Even if he wanted to beat me up or whatever, I would still sit right on the couch 3 feet away from him. That's the difference.
And I will say that
I still sat my ass right here, and Suspect was there.
Yeah, you're tough, bro. Understand? Yeah, your big back Brandon is tough.
No, I'm not tough. Have you been in the room? Listen, have you been in the room?
Have combos.
Let me ask you a question.
Brandon, that's a retarded standard.
Have you been in the room with Jefe yet?
No.
Oh, the crickets.
Oh shit.
The crickets.
And that don't like what that mean?
That mean at least I'm willing to sit in the room with the person I have beef with.
No, it's not beef though.
What? All right. Can we get to the topics? I'm done with this.
Again, just yapping. He's not even in the group chat. Bro, just yap.
You're not plausible deniability.
Bro, you're not even in the group chat. We squashed our beef a week ago. You're not even again, bro. You're not even in the group chat. You just yapping.
Can I ask you one question?
You just yapping at this point.
Shots fired.
No, because you yapping.
Can I ask you one question?
You yapping.
Can I just ask one question?
We are in the group chat.
Group chat shaming is crazy.
You're
No, I'm saying right. No.
Hey.
No, I'm saying right.
Hey, Flacco, why you get so mad, right?
Yeah.
We best watched our beef.
Yeah.
Hey, he's just yapping about shit he don't know. That's his fault.
But have you been in the room with him?
Pause. That's your fault right there, though, bro.
Can I tell you something?
No, wait. Pause real quick, though.
I'm going to shut up because you're my boss.
Wait, no. Wait, though.
Oh my god.
You is talking about why haven't you been in a room with somebody that we done squashed our shit and there's no issues between us a week ago. You just coming here yapping. I guess you love to hear like yourself talk.
So
and I'm saying
would you pod with
you don't make sense though.
Eventually, when the time is right, would you pod with Jefe?
If it makes sense, maybe.
Can I point something out real quick?
Sure.
Let me say something. He said, now listen to what he said. You know you done fucked up, right?
Sure.
Like the movie. He said, we squashed our beef a week ago.
No, I said issues.
No, he just said we squashed our beef a week ago. Did he not
I said
say?
issues.
I ain't listening to none of y'all.
Lush, did he just, wait a minute. Damn.
I said issues, work.
I'm going to let you out.
Yeah, they squashed
Brandon,
the issues.
He said we
You're not listening,
now,
Brandon.
Please, actually, I'm listening very well.
A semantic debate doesn't really matter.
Listen, no,
he just yapped. I said
I'm
issues.
making a point.
Sure, okay.
I'm making a very clear point.
Yeah, but you can't lie though. I said
He just
issues.
said we squashed our beef a week ago, right? A month ago, Flacco was saying there was no beef. I'm done. I rest my case.
Brandon, you sound dumb.
I am dumb.
And you
but I rest my case.
look bad
Dumb as
right
a
now
damn
because
fox.
bro.
You said we squashed our beef a week ago. A month ago, you said there was no beef.
Anybody can just rewind and see me say issues, Brandon. Right?
Wait,
pause
so did you squash your issues or did you squash your beef? Because you said we squashed our beef.
Bro, this is rewind.
semantic.
Yeah, man. I
It's
went
like
to public
semantic
school.
debate at this point.
And he looks
Splitting
dumb
hairs
because
between
niggas,
words.
bro,
Man, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It was 10 seconds ago. Niggas, no, listen, I'm not hot again, but it was 10 seconds ago. Niggas is rewind. You sound stupid, right?
I'm stupid. Okay.
You are lying, right?
Okay, Flacco.
No, bro, you are lying for no
Okay,
reason.
Flacco, you win.
No, you
Trouble
just
in
yapping
paradise,
and yap.
guys?
No, he's yapping
Facts.
and yap, bro. Because
I'm
this
not
is
saying
rewind 10 seconds and hear me say issue.
I'm not gonna say nothing else from this point forward.
He's lying for whatever reasons. I don't know why, right? Again, it feels like he wants to say like his like friends' names, right? Because he knows that I won't say it. So I guess like this is his way of like bringing them up. Nigga, it don't really work, bro. Like nobody really cares about these people.
I hear that.
Yeah, man.
We on
And
the
with
topics?
that being said,
Yeah.
let's get into some high-powered topics. You feel me? What would you like to start with, Flacco?
Let's go with Lord Jamar.
Oh, I would love that. I watched your video on that last night, actually.
Word?
I did.
Okay, bro. So look,
As a longtime brand Nubian fan,
what
this
again,
recent arc in
nah,
Lord
like him
Jamar's
going
life
back to me was
is
bad enough,
heartbreaking.
but it's the most recent. Have you seen the interview?
I've seen everything.
Part 2, 3, 4, 5,
I've
6?
seen
Can I just make one statement that's totally unrelated?
Okay.
Yes.
Isn't it amazing Mikey put that cup way the fuck over there when I'm I can't
Oh, is that
reach it.
here? Would you like
Bruh.
a coffee, bro?
Bro,
Thank you.
this man is high maintenance, bro.
A little bit. Because I would love some water, and I'm
What?
not even going to ask somebody for it.
Oh no, I got me
Wait,
something
the
getting
water
delivered
or-
right now as
Yeah.
we speak.
Man.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
man, listen, y'all stressing me out. Lord Jamar returns to Vlad TV after boycotting Vlad TV for 5 years. His reason for going back confused his fan base, as they call him a sellout.
Now,
I'm not-
let's before, just to give a slight preamble.
Okay,
yeah, I'm not
sure.
too up on it. Y'all want to give me
So-
what's going on?
So Lord Jamar at one point, it was a part of one of the most important rap groups in the game
Okay.
called Brand Nubian. They had the early 90s on lock with the alternative Afrocentric movement that they were pushing. You feel me? 5%er ideology and all that. To keep it a stack, if you old school hip hop head like me, you know, and I'm sorry, Lord Jamar, you were the third best rapper in that group. You feel me?
What group was he in?
They're called Brand Nubian.
I know about that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the only reason I reacted like that is
Wait a minute, you were criticizing Lefty for not knowing certain artists.
No, I literally just said the name of the group 30 seconds ago.
I know, but
why.
that's
I'm
what
not
I-
criticizing him.
But
for
this
not
no,
knowing
I'm
it.
just saying, but that's
You
the
know
argument I
better.
made. Some of the newer
Nah,
artists
just
don't
playing.
necessarily know all the older artists.
Right, but that has nothing to do with.
But
not
look,
following
Ray,
it.
go ahead.
But the point is, Grand Pooba and Sadat X are fire and would never go out like this.
Okay.
And you were butt naked on the show Oz back in the day. We seen you butt naked, Lord Jamar.
Wait,
what?
Yeah, he's butt naked.
Oh, I'm confused. What does this have to do with him being
Being butt
Have to
naked.
do with him?
I just-
sell it out.
I just feel like being butt naked on an HBO show. You feel me?
We know you
Like,
had one of those nights
Yeah.
in MacArthur Park, Lush. Don't front.
Hey, I never got paid for my butt naked nights. Maybe that's
Nah.
why I'm upset.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so why they call him a sellout though?
Okay, so about 5 years ago, when Vlad TV, like, he watched a video that was altered
Mhm.
about like Minister Farrakhan. Me and Vlad actually had like a conversation about this and like on the phone.
Mhm.
You were
So
pissed at Vlad for a while.
so Vlad watched a video that was altered, and the video was of I think Farrakhan saying, pick up your stones of truth and throw it.
Okay.
I think, right? I think the video was like, pick up the stones and throw it at the Jews.
Mm.
So Vlad
That's
thought,
what Farrakhan said.
no facts, no, but the video was altered, right? To
Mhm.
make Farrakhan say, pick up your stones and throw it at the Jews. So Vlad heard that and just thinking, well, based on his perception of who Farrakhan is, this must be true. So
No, based on his hate and bias towards Farrakhan. Let's
Sure.
call it what it really is.
Sure.
But there's definitely like an
Here we go.
overwhelming sentiment
Yeah,
amongst a lot of people in his community.
So,
that
wait,
feel
so-
that way
sure,
about
yes,
Minister Farrakhan. Right
so,
or wrong?
No, so
When Farrakhan says stuff, the hate is presented. He's hateful. When they say stuff against him, oh, now it's all these other things other than hate. There's mutual hate between them. Let's call
Sure.
it what it is.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So while Vlad was mid-interview, Vlad I think brought this up,
Mhm.
and people were really upset because they felt like Vlad was intentionally lying on Farrakhan, right? So then Vlad, like, he put out like a statement saying, I was wrong and Farrakhan did not say this, but people like Lord Jamar and others were like, no, bro, you need to offer a full-on apology.
Right.
Vlad said, now it feels like y'all are trying to bully me and force me into doing something. I'm not doing it. So then Lord Jamar and Godfrey left the platform, and Lord Jamar, when he left.
So keep in mind real quick, because we didn't make this clear. Lord Jamar was a regular reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
On Vlad. He wasn't just like someone that was.
He was like us on a jumper.
Yeah.
Type
shit.
Okay.
And what we need to say is Lord Jamar was 1,000% right,
Sure.
because you can't say something in such a provocative
term,
way or definitive way and then come back with a bullshit empty apology.
You need to have 100% full
have that same
apology.
energy.
Yeah, you gotta have a full apology.
Vlad is a
I don't even
hypocrite.
know if like an apology would have sufficed.
Vlad is an extorter of black
at that
people.
point. Like
Yeah,
they
sure.
were like, you disrespected Minister Farrakhan, we're not fucking with you.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Right.
No,
Lord
no
Jamar
one's gonna
left
do
though.
that.
Right. Lord Jamar left though, and he was saying, I'm never going back. I got the power to end your shit. This is where the power lies. Black folks need to stick on code. And he even said, yo, this is FBA business. And then even like after Vlad like went on Willie D like 5 years later, I think like last month, and he offered the formal apology to Willie D, Lord Jamar said, nigga, it's too late. That's not enough. We still not commenting on your shit. It's over with. And he even said that Godfrey will go on because Godfrey has no integrity whatsoever and he will sell out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but Flocka, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like that ban that Lord Jamar attempted to issue,
it didn't work at all.
Okay,
no.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you feel like that had
No.
any effect on?
Yeah,
the black
I mean,
communities?
Vlad is still doing Vlad.
Yeah,
No,
facts.
But that, of course, but there's like, was there any impact felt? Were there any artists that were like, nah, I'm not rocking with you as a result of that?
Yeah, listen,
There
bro.
was impact felt. That's why you saw Vlad had to pivot to having like Boosie, all them dudes on. Let's be real.
You
No
already had
real,
Boosie on.
no, I know, but no real artist wants to go on Vlad anymore. Why do you think Vlad is even open to bringing back somebody like Lord Jamar? If I call you a punk ass bitch and then you let me come back to your platform, that's showing that you're desperate, not me.
You just called Adam desperate though, because like he let me come back on the platform after we had hella.
He was desperate. He was desperate.
I don't think
Listen,
so.
he was desperate.
I think it's just like a lot of the
No,
fans
he
wanted
needed
to see it
somebody.
and-
Listen, he had a bunch of dudes who weren't that intelligent, okay? He needed somebody who at least could be his Robin when it comes to, because let me tell you the truth. Adam really can't sit in a room with people who don't have a lot of intelligence for a long time without someone else who actually understands what he's saying. Could you imagine being in a room with some of these people alone, just by yourself?
I mean, I can imagine
You would
it,
you would go
absolutely.
crazy. That's why you are where you are right now. Adam not trying to be you, so he bringing you back.
Homie, though.
Yeah. No,
What
but
happened?
I'm
you,
just saying,
you just dissed your homie.
Who's my homie?
Adam.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, right? Because the person that he replaced with Lush was DW Flame.
No, I didn't diss DW
No,
Flame.
that's not hell. No,
I didn't diss him.
No, to stop that, you just said though. that
Shout out
he
to my
brought
brother
Lush
Flame,
back,
man.
Because no one was intelligent over here.
DW
was
Flame.
intelligent, and the person who was on the show with Adam was DW Flame. So you're saying Flame was not intelligent and he was dumb?
Well, I like what you're trying to do.
That
No,
is
that's what I
the-
do,
no,
nigga.
it's a good-
Are
it's
you
a
gonna
good
let me
implication.
respond?
No,
Are you
that's
gonna
exactly
let me-
what you said.
Are you gonna let me?
At a homie Flame, very intelligent. Just let that be known. The
And now
homie
he
Flame,
clarified.
very
Flame
intelligent.
is 6'6". Now he's
Then
scared.
let me
Man, cut it out,
Flame,
man.
you heard what he
Are
said,
you guys
dog?
gonna let
Big
me?
bad brain and now walking shit back.
That
Okay.
shit was good.
Okay,
Sure.
Flacco, I'm not you. First of all,
You
so when I tried to make my response, you start filibustering.
you walking
and
it back now. I don't know
the
why
shit
you're
was
walking it
funny.
back,
That's
bro.
all.
Just
you
stay your
guys'
ground.
brain don't work like my brain. I could not
shit
say
was
another
funny.
word
Okay, go ahead,
and
Brandon.
be fine. Y'all got to explain yourself.
Nah.
But what I'm gonna say is, all I'm gonna point out is,
That was good.
and still go to Long Beach and still be good.
Sure.
For
I
one,
don't think Flame's
wait a minute.
gonna want to beat
Listen,
you up, bro. It's not
What,
that
what,
serious.
listen, here's
It's
the
not that
point.
serious.
Here's the point. Actually, I know DW Flame brother from when we was younger, so
Talking about my brother
I think
E. Will?
we're good. E will, yeah, of
Yeah, that's
course.
my dog.
But what I'm telling you is this: Flame was on a whole different level than you. To even compare yourself,
Now you gotta tear me
now,
down.
now we gotta filibuster.
No,
Uh-oh.
The fact that you would dare compare yourself to
I
someone
didn't
like
even mention
DW
him.
Flame,
I didn't even
Flacco.
mention him.
He's walking
The
it back.
fact-
Oh my God, this nigga is
Hey,
crazy.
this shit getting real, y'all.
I'm gonna stop.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
go
stop
ahead.
talking.
This nigga said
Getting
Adam
real,
brought
y'all.
you back
Stop
up. The
talking.
niggas who was on the show was not intelligent. They were stupid.
I'm gonna let.
Flame is
I'm
who
gonna
left
let
the show
Flacco
for
have it.
lunch, so he's calling Flame stupid.
But Flame's
Bro,
on
you
such a
stand on
higher
it, bro.
level than me.
Yeah.
The fact that I, who didn't compare myself.
He belittling Lush for Flame.
Yeah.
No,
1000%.
And after dissing Flame, he's
You
now
have
trying to
that.
walk
Let
it
me
back.
finish.
Bro, listen. listen, bro.
Are y'all gonna let
No,
me
let him
finish?
cook.
Flame
Please.
don't care that you're walking it back now, bro.
Are you gonna let me finish?
You feel me? Flame is still gonna act how he's gonna act, right? Like he don't care.
No, please cook.
Are y'all gonna?
Okay, yeah, sorry. Please cook, Brandon.
Yeah. The fact that you would compare someone like DW Flame to someone like Lush, that shows that you're jealous of DW Flame
Okay.
and you have a very low opinion of him.
It's not gonna work,
that
Brandon.
so?
That'll work, bro.
Are you gonna let me finish?
Sure.
If it's not gonna work, why do you need to filibuster?
Bro, you look
So
bad right now walking
DW
it back.
Flame,
Okay.
it's clear that hating ass Flacco Jala
Okay.
thinks very low of you because he's comparing you to Lush. And I'm not saying Lush is low.
I'm very low, apparently.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying Lush is low.
Low.
DW Flame is not a consummate glazer who hasn't found someone whose ass he can't kiss. Lush understands what he is. I'm not saying that to make fun of you.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
DW
Low.
Flame is a very good rapper. Not like these other fail rappers you guys platform over here.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Let me
bro.
finish. Also, he actually got in the ring when he was challenged to fight. Now,
Facts.
in that way, Lush is even greater than you, Flacco, because Lush even came to fight when he was challenged. I think that you are trying to deflect from off of yourself because you know that when it comes to integrity, you are extremely low on the totem pole.
It's something. Listen, it sounds like
And
you
Josh
are
just gave us
terrified.
hallelujah hands.
what
He
you-
gave us the hallelujah
Wait, look at
hands. Josh, you.
It sounds like you kind of scared, bro.
No, go ahead, white man.
Go ahead, Josh.
Go
Wait,
ahead,
though.
white man. Pop your shit.
Before Josh don't interrupt though, again, I just simply said you said that Adam had to bring Lush back because the people that was on the show was stupid.
It's a fair point, right?
And I'm saying the person that you are talking about who he placed with Lush was Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Now you, I guess, figured out, oh shit, I done fucked up, and now you're spiraling. Right? Again, you can
Now I gotta be
spiral.
low.
It's
Go ahead,
not
Josh,
working,
what you gotta say,
spiral is
Josh?
cool.
Actually, I
All
didn't.
right, but I'm just saying, you know, right? Again, just be mindful
That's totally,
of what you're saying.
That's
'cause the
totally
person that-
impossible. That's totally impossible because I didn't even watch No Jumper during that time, so I don't know the dynamic. But
So has you
Go ahead,
just
Josh.
yapping then? You just said I was not watching.
Go
so how
ahead,
the fuck you
Josh.
know Adam was desperate enough for his place?
Chat-
See, bro, he's just
chatting time.
yapping, bro.
Chatting
You
time.
talk the talk, Brendan.
Flacco,
Bro, what?
I agree with you.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
No, but bro,
Whoa.
again,
What's the date? June 12th? June 11th? Yeah.
tell us why.
2025?
Because Flacco is 100% right. You said what you said. You were
Uh-huh.
very confident in who you were talking about.
Right.
All previous hosts prior to Lush coming back, and Flacco disproved you pretty quickly.
and the white man validation just
and you
Hey, look,
Now,
invalidated him.
sir,
It's
Oh, come on,
may I
bro.
please
because
respond?
that is your
Hey.
friend. Then something you probably
Man.
weren't thinking about when you made that comment.
Oh,
Excuse
my
me,
God, man.
Shout out to Josh, man.
Hey, excuse me, my
Flacco's right in this
Anasazi
one.
brother.
Oh,
may
this
I
nigga,
respond
man.
to you?
Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi.
Right.
Hey, may
Hey, he's
I
not
respond?
Ashkenazi, by the way.
May
He's
I
not-
respond?
Please.
Okay, if you guys listen to what Josh just said in all his eloquence, he said you referred to all former No Jumper hosts, right, Josh? Is that what you said?
You were talking about all previous hosts
Okay.
that Adam was potting
Stop,
with,
okay,
right?
let's stop right there.
Right, that Adam
So
was
that
potting
means
with?
Yes.
if I refer to all previous hosts,
That
that
Adam-
means Flacco, by instantly referring to DW Flame, showcase that he has an internal hatred.
Spiraling, Brandon. You
He has an
spiraling,
internal
bro.
hatred. If I
It's
reference,
going down, man.
No, wait a
You just
minute.
Now
started
you
to
said it
top
because
of
that's
the
your
How did
husband.
this go for Lord?
Wait a minute.
How did this go for Lord
Wait a
Jamar to my
minute.
pocket
That's why I
Wait a
flame?
said
minute.
it.
If you just said that I referenced all former No Jumper hosts, but
Flacco went down the list, and with
No,
the very
Flacco
first
only-
person, most recent.
listen,
he proved
Flacco
you
went
wrong.
to straight to DW Flame.
Because that's
Not
who
about
Lush got.
It's not
which
about proving
shows,
it wrong.
which
It's about
shows that
proving he
Flacco
thinks
has
low
an
to tell
issue
me.
with DW Flame.
Because that's
All
what
right,
you
so
don't get.
Yo,
let's
he spiraled.
let's just crack the ice while we
Yeah.
here. Do you got, no point intended, do you got a problem with DW Flame, Flacco?
Listen,
don't lie.
one, no, two.
Why would you think that?
Wait, two.
Because y'all arguing.
No, listen, bro.
Tay, you're slow,
Don't let him
dog.
off the hook with
Now they
that,
wanna
bro.
insult you.
No, bro. And he got terrified once he heard DW Flame name. He said, "Oh no, not him. No, bro, right?"
That's what happened.
And then he
Yes.
said, "I wasn't
Yes.
even watching around
Yes.
that
No,
time."
I'm just asking
Can I ask
questions,
you a
man.
question?
Wait, no,
Why you insult me like that?
Because the fact that
Why
that's
on
what you
earth would I be
derived
afraid
is
of DW
insane.
Flame?
You think
You're smarter than that, bro.
you think I'm slow?
I think that was slow, yeah.
Who wants to go outside and race?
All right, we're going
Nah,
to
right?
We're gonna race
Hell
after this.
no.
And then
No,
he
race
says,
after
"I
this.
wasn't even watching around that time." So if you wasn't
Condom.
watching around that
Condom.
time, then how do you know the host was dumb and on a No Jumper show?
No, look, it was a great move because
He's
you
yapping,
literally,
man.
it's very easy to be like, you're including your homie under that umbrella, right?
Right. It was
Yeah.
a very good move.
So, yeah, well played.
But
It's
to Lord
well
Jamar,
played,
we get
but there's
bro.
no-
Back to
it's
Lord
baseless.
Jamar.
We got sidetracked, man. So after
Yeah,
Lord
that's right.
Jamar,
We digress.
yeah, right. So after Lord Jamar, okay, 4 weeks, no years, 5 years, said he's never going back on Vlad. Vlad's a culture vulture, bro. He referenced working for Vlad like working for slavery, and
100%.
right. And now he's back talking about how when his dog died, you know, he thought of Vlad, and that's why he hit up Vlad, which I think is completely false.
How does that make any sense?
Well, okay,
Let's hear the clip.
yeah, let's hear him say it, man.
Because really, it was your decision
Turn down the headphones a little
to. We haven't
Wait,
spoke in 5 years because of your decision.
Correct.
So how do you feel about that now?
Which part?
The part of like standing on that to the point where we haven't talked in all this time, and now we just ended up speaking.
I think it's unfortunate. And in full disclosure, so people understand what's happening, you reached out to me first.
Well, put
After
it
the
out.
apology, mind you. But not right after, maybe a month later or something like that, because this just happened recently.
You just got smoked.
You texted me first, so then we started to text a little bit back and forth, then we got on the phone, but you actually put the first foot forward.
Right, because I was having reflection because my dog just passed. My little, he was a puppy when I first brought him up here.
We'll show the video of you and the dog right now. Yeah.
And,
What happened to Punk show up to get beat
he
down?
just recently passed. And I don't know, it's just you flashed into like him being on the seat and all that shit. That shit just flashed in my mind.
Nigga crying.
This
man.
nigga's gay.
Nah, for
You
real.
flashed
Just
into
kinda
my
made me
mind.
think about you. So I went back to some of the text.
This man
'Cause I'm
sounds like he's
looking- I saw
describing an
your
ex-girlfriend.
apology and all this type
Yeah,
of shit, and I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
necessarily
Josh, pause.
happy with it.
Okay, so Brandon, you take over, man. So is this selling out?
I wouldn't say this is selling out because who wouldn't go back to get their coins, right?
Yeah.
You came back to no jumper. Even though you left under different circumstances, at some point it made sense to you, you went back. What else is Lord Jamar gonna do for work? He sucks at rapping now. He looks like a fucking crackhead. No one's listening. He sold out. He really damaged his credibility when he got on board with Tariq Nasheed. Coming from a group called Brand Nubian and then saying you ain't an African is crazy. So the only home for him is a cesspool like Vlad TV.
Him and 607 Unk like essentially have the same ideology, if we're being completely honest.
I ain't gonna hold you. It seemed like
They both act like crackheads.
There's a lot of overlap.
nah, but it seemed like Vlad was pretty much punishing him on live. Like you called me first.
Yeah,
you
no.
said all of that stuff, and you hit me. And now how do you feel? And then he's saying,
100%.
"Oh, my dog died, and I thought about you," which is quite weird to be honest.
Vlad is Teflon, man. And also too, bro, like the only problem that I have with this man is when he left, he presented him leaving as a black issue, as a yo, I'm
Right.
doing this for black people.
Exactly. Just to
And-
turn around and do
yeah.
what a lot of black people do and go
And they
back to
came
who's
back
feeding
when like
you.
he got to check. But that turns out though, the real reason he left, because if you go back, because like when I went back and listened to everything,
Mhm.
I started to really like see things differently. He was bringing up the fact that he wasn't getting paid for nothing.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, hold on. You took this movement of the Farrakhan shit hostage to leverage this and you getting paid from Vlad. Vlad was not going for it, nigga. And then you left for 5 years and came back because now you're finally getting a check.
And now you're finna get a check.
But to be fair, like
No,
that's all true.
That's
but
the downfall of us. That's the downfall of us 100%.
That is true 1,000%. But this fool did so. First of all, Lord Jamar is the one that opened the dialogue. Vlad wasn't even trying to bleed him. like that.
Of course.
Like this, Lord Jamar was trying to be like, so during this time, did you miss me? Do you regret what you did? Did you feel the impact of me banning you from the black community? And then Vlad's like, well, actually, bro, you're the one that called me first.
Yeah.
Completely
FBA
activities.
activities.
And then on top of it, like, here's the thing. This wouldn't mean anything, but if this dude was actively talking shit to any black person that was fucking with Vlad, he would attempt. Oh, even if it was ineffective, he's doing streams being like, look at this sellout. Can you believe what he's doing? He's got the community brainwashed. He's actively, and then this is hypocrisy personified in human form.
But it's hypocrisy on both sides because Vlad always presents himself as this person who act like he don't need nobody. Oh, I don't need this person. I don't need this person. They are both sucking right now. No one wants to watch Vlad's shit. Nobody wants to watch this idiot, Lord Jamar.
Rap.
So they need both. They need each other to come back. Lord Vlad, we're on to you. You're losing your audience to Pop the Balloon. We already know. You tried to play.
what, huh?
Wait a minute. You tried to play Aaron the Plumber, and he holed your ass, flipped it on you. You thought you were gonna. You did some unsavory things to Aaron the Plumber, and now you trying to bring back your old black crew to try to rekindle the old flame and build back, get that audience back. It's not gonna work, Vlad. You were too arrogant for your own. You were too big for your britches. You show total arrogance and disdain for African American people, and they showed you that they didn't like it by leaving. And so now you're trying to bring back washed up, failed rappers who are actually ignorant, thinking it's gonna bring people back. No,
The funny
it's not
thing
gonna work.
is, too,
crazy,
the
though.
whole point of
'Cause
his
it look-
music was like, white people suck.
Yeah, it
That's
looked
like
like
the thesis to
Of what?
of
his
Brand
music,
Nubian's
a
music.
brand new
Exactly.
music.
Yeah,
But it
that's
looked like he just walked himself right back onto the ship.
Wait though.
As soon as he got out the ship, he's
And
like, "I'm
Vlad
tired of
numbers
staying
not
here."
suffering. Let's just.
Well, there
No,
were all-
yeah.
Vlad
Well,
numbers ain't suffering
Well, there
at
were
all.
People are watching
there were
Vlad
always slaves who didn't want to leave the plantation.
Okay,
And some of
and
them
that-
wanted to go back.
and that's him.
And that's him.
That's Jamar.
He got nothing else. Look
but-
at his skinny
but
ass
like-
neck. The nigga look like he just in line. One of his eyes is permanently closed or something. He looks retarded.
Oh man.
Look at his shorts.
No.
Yeah, his shorts are shorter than my shorts.
His fit is crazy.
And he probably got way less dick because at least I got the moose
Hey,
knuckle.
hold on, bro. Pause, Brandon.
Moose
See
was
it on,
crazy.
it's like season, I think 5 or 6 of Oz.
Yeah.
You're just gay.
Wait, hold on.
You want to see?
Hey, so how long was this interview?
No, like, we don't know because it's like in parts.
In
now.
parts right now?
No, but also too though, I feel like when like Lord Jamar left and his first couple of podcast episodes was 100,000 plus, and he thought, oh shit, black folks will galvanize around me.
He trying
They
to pull,
galvanized, but he was too
trying to pull a
retarded,
sharp
so we
on him.
didn't stay.
Yeah, bro. Again, if I'm him and I would have looked at, okay, black folks were supposed to boycott Gucci.
Right.
That didn't work out. Black
At
folks
all.
were supposed to boycott Balenciaga.
Balenciaga. That ain't
That shit
work
lasted
out.
a month.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
Right?
it's the same story with
Bro,
us. We always do the same
Even
damn
Tommy
thing.
Hilfiger wasn't that fly, but niggas still wore it because it was a boycott.
And
Facts.
Right?
the fucked up part is that Tommy Hilfiger never even said the racist shit they accused him of.
No,
That's the
absolutely
scandalous
right.
He
so,
never said it?
No.
No.
That was a hoax.
Yeah, no.
And I apologize. I need to give me some
Yeah,
Tommy draws
exactly.
today.
Y'all
Yeah,
rocking
come on,
Tommy.
man. No,
Fuck that. He
no,
cool.
which is why, right? If he already seen the history, why did he think that like the newfound like galvanizing around him would last? Nigga, no.
But what you got to understand about black people is we kind of follow the biggest dog in the room. So
100%.
if big people, big names go on Vlad, black people are going to go there because we support in that way. People would have, people did support Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
Because the fact that anybody showed up to hear this retarded nigga say anything is pure support. So, but he didn't know what to do with it. He's a very one-dimensional person. And you can't be a follower while trying to be a leader. You so smart, Lord Jamar, that you followed a dumbass nigga like Tariq, who's actually less famous than you. That's how you know at heart he's just a follower. He's an employee at heart. So he just went back to his job.
Is there a lot of 5%ers that are a part of the FBA movement?
No,
I don't think so.
none.
Okay.
I don't think so. at
Well,
all.
him.
He's not a real 5%er.
He got a 7 on his hat.
He's
That's 7
I
on
mean,
his hat
I've seen Farrakhan in person before in LA.
Yeah.
One of my old bosses took me over there. And I don't think Farrakhan, as I recall, ever said anything like that, throw stones
Farrakhan
at
not a
Jews.
5%er.
No,
though.
he said,
No, I'm just saying, as far,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
far
you mean
as FOI.
anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
no,
that's not really
Farrakhan-
true. Because
oh,
Farrakhan
No,
has
but I
said-
never seen him say throw the rocks at a Jew.
No,
No,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
no. Yeah, he didn't go that
So
far.
I mean, so in that sense, is Lord Jamar wrong too?
What?
Because he believed that wait, he said that, oh boy,
No.
I'm kind of confused on
No. Sorry, no. So Vlad told another person that he was interviewing that. I think it was like who, D.L. Hughley or
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Lord Jamar.
Yeah,
he was
no.
interviewing. Okay.
And Lord Jam- no, but again, I can't be fake. I've seen Farrakhan before. He's one of the most. I'm talking about, but the aura is crazy.
The aura,
Right?
You
The
see all them
aura
people in
is
them trucks
insane.
hanging out them trucks?
Yeah, but though he has said some things though, that could be
Obviously, he's talking to the
deemed
black
as
community.
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he's
But-
talking to the
but-
black community.
But people don't play about like
Like Farrakhan.
Minister Farrakhan to the point where like I'm not gonna ever publicly.
Yeah, people know better.
disrespect- I'm not gonna say
Not as
yeah,
pussy though.
Sure, but I'm not gonna like I don't want that smoke. You feel
I mean-
me? Like
I don't think that's pussy. I think that's smart.
I don't need that smoke. Like
No,
and like, there's nothing he said.
I don't want no smoke with
There's
Farrakhan.
nothing he said that made me feel like, well, hold on.
It's kind of
First of
like
all,
when
but
black
if they're-
folks say, "Yo,
I don't agree with everything he
I
says.
can't speak on the Jews, yo, because bro, like you pussy."
Yeah, you should be able to speak on
hold
anything, to be honest.
So look, here's the thing.
But I don't
If
wanna
he
speak on
said something
Farrakhan.
where I felt that incense. Sure, he said that it's things that I disagree with, and I don't believe that any human power should be like exalted to this level where they're beyond reproach and people can't speak ill of them. Kind of like this is what me and Brandon were arguing with. Me and Adam were arguing with Brendan about when it came to Trump the other day. Like,
You mean lying?
no, it's about like when people get idol worship syndrome and they have someone on a level where even if they're wrong, they're afraid to
If
call them out.
someone called my people
Like,
the devil,
but-
nigga, it's up.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, so
So
phrases like that-
like okay,
phrases like that when it comes from, do I agree with that? Absolutely not. Do I fuck with
you would
somebody
never
saying
say
that?
nothing about Farrakhan though, because you don't really want to piss off a couple of people.
I'm not going to disrespect Minister Farrakhan in the manner that Vlad did. No, I'm not.
If a Jew called my people the devil, I'm disrespecting.
I'm on
him.
So here's the thing though, like people use, I'm not Jewish when convenient.
Okay.
People weaponize my Judaism.
But you are Jewish,
when
right?
convenient. Exactly.
Okay.
He's
Exactly.
not even Jewish. He's never been bar mitzvahed.
Exactly.
He's just a guy from
No,
Italy.
exactly. But
His dad's a rich
but
Jew, so
Don't you
I'm
make
in.
movies?
he identifies as Jewish. Yes.
But the lineage goes through the mom anyway, so
But-
it don't matter.
Correct.
Listen, so
That was really
y'all
on
gonna
point.
need to
was
learn.
his mom
Go
was
read
Jewish.
books.
Yes, but then,
I want to say this. What you see what Lil Jamar is doing is cosplay. So all this shows us is that even from his first entrance into the scene of music, he was nothing but a actor, right? So he got on the 5% wave probably because, as you can attest to, the 5% rap dynamic was crazy in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew if I pretend to be 5%,
I
then
fail.
I can get people attention.
but that's like he wasn't like that's like super 5% of rap. That was the epitome of
Yeah,
it.
so he-
that wasn't just playing
but-
with
but
it. Like
it's-
that's brand new.
But you know, in Hollywood, they will cast people just like in music. Hey man, you suck as a solo artist, but we could make you a part of this group, and y'all might take off. The guy don't believe nothing he's saying because a true 5%er wouldn't even work directly for a Jewish person like that. Let's be realistic.
kinda 100% real.
Let's be realistic.
That's kind
That's
of
what your
what
point
my
is.
Cosplay.
Yeah.
That's literally something that
That's
I'm
like
trying
Colin
to get at.
Kaepernick putting
Of
on the
course.
Black Panther costume.
Straight up.
Man,
You ain't riding.
Come
no
on, man.
facts,
That's real.
man. But let's move on though, man. So
Brandon,
okay.
Earth round or flat?
Earth is round.
All right.
okay,
Actually,
man.
it's
Yeah.
pear-shaped.
Why don't you ask Unc that question
It is.
next time?
It
you're
is.
with him?
Okay, man.
It's definitely not round. It's pear shaped.
Man, so
100% right.
folks are upset at the Grammys because they have created a new category due to the backlash of Beyonce winning the Country Album of the Year award. So now the Grammy has a original country. Oh no, sorry.
Contemporary country.
Yeah, a
Okay.
traditional country. Yeah. So do y'all feel like this is somewhat racist? I don't know, bro. Because
I do.
Okay, why, Ted?
I do. They're trying to split the award so it can go two ways. You can give it to a regular country singer with your image in point,
Sure.
which is probably a white man with a guitar and a straw in his mouth,
Okay.
versus somebody black like Beyonce, Lil Nas X, even.
Okay.
That's a different image of their country.
You-
But all right, let's create two awards so we can stay on our tradition.
Okay, yes and no. Like you're 100. Everything you said is 100% true, and I
Yeah.
agree. However, what the Grammys is doing and been trying to do for a long time is get as many categories as possible so they could have more people winning and make it more star-studded. They did like if you look at like the Grammys are so fucking confusing because there's so many categories and they're breaking them down into subcategories. Now, obviously, there was a lot of outrage with this traditionally white genre, which was also created by black people, but let's not even mention that. Fucking
That's pandering.
it's not pandering, it's a fucking
No.
fact.
Oh, sorry.
It's a
He's
fucking
pandering.
So, okay.
fact. How is it pandering when it's
Okay,
a fucking fact?
I'm sorry, let's go
country
ahead.
Right, but
dur-
we've agreed this. Just because it's a fact doesn't mean it has to be said in every context.
Well, I
It
think this
feels
is
like
a pretty.
pandering.
I think it's pretty important in
sure,
this
sure.
context
Okay.
Sure.
when we're speaking of the irony of
No,
this.
Lush, though.
Another genre created by black people, making it so it's more difficult for black people to win awards in that space, and to the point where they need to restructure the entire.
Wait,
Yeah, that's what I
you
don't
can't
get.
have it both ways. Though. Wait, though, you can't say
I do
this
see
is
it both
for.
ways, though. I do
What's-
see it both ways.
Okay.
And this is killing two birds with one stone.
Okay, got you.
It is allowing more, and there is a huge sonic difference between modern country music and traditional country music.
Where is the
Point of
contemporary
view,
hip hop
yeah.
award at?
So
That's what I was going to say right now.
Thank you.
That's exactly what I was going to say right now.
The next point.
Yeah,
so if we're
Florida
doing that
Macklemore
with
should've had
country,
one award.
now there needs to be a traditional hip hop award.
You just stole Tam Third's point. Stop talking about it. That's what I was saying.
Sure. No.
Are you done with the monologue?
Apparently so.
Nah, come on.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Do that to you, bro.
No. No,
gave
it's
him
all
too many
good.
things
It's all
to
good.
raise at
No,
once,
I'm talking
sir.
too much. I'm talking too much. With that being said, no, I completely agree.
You spoke for 30 seconds.
No, he didn't. He stole for at least 3 minutes.
No, it's when you're as
Hey,
intelligent.
Beyonce
when
is
you're-
trash, bro. Let me tell you this. She couldn't win Album of the Year in her own category, so she went and tried to jump over the country, and she knew that she would be gifted that category by the Grammys because they're woke. They wouldn't even let her be on the ballot in the Country Music Awards. So how do you can't get on the ballot in the Country Music Awards. Wait a minute. You can't get on the ballot in the Country Music Awards, so you go and try to use your privilege and your connections in the Grammys to get a country album.
Word up.
artist.
So what genre?
She could-
So what genre did she make? What was her previous
she
album?
lost.
What genre was her
Listen,
previous album?
She lost.
Hold on. What genre was her previous
She made
album?
2 albums.
What
She
genre?
made 2. It was pop.
No,
what was
she
it?
did an entire fucking house album.
How-
She
whatever.
did an
She
entire
didn't win anything
fucking
in
house
that.
album.
Beyonce
no, and they
is
tried
on
to
the
do the same
downturn.
thing
Listen.
and gatekeeper
Listen,
from that genre.
Beyonce is on the. Let me say some facts versus this Glaze.
No, that's a fucking
Beyonce
fact.
is on the.
You don't even know the type
Okay,
of
let me
music
ask you
she
a
makes,
question.
player.
Let me ask you a simple question.
Go ahead.
Is Beyonce's career on the downturn on the back end?
No, she's just getting older. She's more in the
Beyonce
adult
just had to
contemporary
sell
crowd.
$20 tickets, bro.
She is not. She is
Beyonce
no longer
just
at
had
the
to-
apex of her
Am I wrong?
career.
That's crazy.
You're not wrong.
Okay, wait,
In the sense,
wait.
she is no longer at the
Okay,
apex
so
of
wait.
her
So that
career.
would mean she's on the what? Backside of her career. She's getting old.
That's the
bitch
most
hips ain't
accurate
working
thing
like
you
they
said.
used to.
That's the most
she,
accurate
she,
thing.
she ain't getting. So
But-
what I'm
but
telling you,
sure.
She just
Wait,
won a fucking Grammy,
let
so
me
you
just
can't
make
say
this
she's
a
on the
point.
backside of her
Let
career.
me make this point.
Dick face.
Okay, go ahead.
I have no
Nobody-
problem with the Beehive.
Come on,
I hate this
Come
nigga.
on,
I
Wack.
hate this.
Come on, Wack.
Oh,
What you doing,
homies.
man?
Nah,
What you doing, man? Come on, Wack.
Listen,
Hey, why you walking in like that? Bro walked in like the Kool-Aid man. He just snuck through the wall.
hey, listen. I'm say
Beyonce.
something really incendiary.
Yeah.
Hey, Flacco, this makes you
Wait,
look
what-
even more like a pussy now. Because if
Wait,
me and
hold
Wack
on.
is in the room together,
Why
and you
is
ain't
you
been in the room
calling
with one
Flacco?
op yet.
It's gonna go down, y'all. Hold on, Wack. Brandon
First of
here.
all,
We're building.
What's that?
Let me warn you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
That Long Beach don't work for you. That's
no,
one of mine.
I'm on my own Long Beach area.
That's one of mine. That's one of mine.
Know him.
He's one of mine. He don't work for you. What's up,
Hey, just like
PM4?
the county
What's
jail,
up, big dog?
we got our own section. That's what we
It's a
do.
fact.
We ain't coming to take
So
over.
what is
we
it
just
y'all
come to
talking
carve
about?
out a
What's going
space.
on?
He PC
So
and I'm on the
country
main
they
line.
created
It's all right.
a
It's all
second
right.
country award now called the traditional
Hey.
country album and the contemporary country album because folks were mad that Beyonce
That's
won
some
it.
trash. That's racist.
And then Brennan called her trash.
That's exactly
Without
my point.
understanding Beyonce's
That's
trash.
That was my point. They
Listen.
had to make 2 different
Yeah, why would you
categories
make- it ain't
so they can
never been
allow
that.
her to have an
It's
award.
racist.
So now they saying, listen, that's segregation.
Facts.
It's racist against white people because it's like I can't win in my own genre, so now I'm trying to run over to your genre and take over. She lost to Harry Styles,
Let
bro.
me ask you a question.
And it was deserved,
Harry Styles is
'cause
hard.
Harry Styles is
Harry
the
Styles
shit.
is hard.
Let me ask you a
Beyonce
question.
just suck now. She used to be
Let
okay,
me ask you a question.
and she sucks.
Wouldn't you suck? First of all, Beyonce
Yeah,
the GOAT. Sucks at what,
Name
bro?
5 Beyonce songs.
No, sucks at what?
Can you name 5
no,
Beyonce
no,
songs?
No, like, listen.
Including or not including
No,
Destiny's
no,
Child.
listen to me. Sucks
I
at
can do
what?
either way.
Oh, you said she, as a musician?
I say as a musician, she sold out on
She has the most Grammys ever. How is she
Yeah,
suck?
Can you stop interrupting me, God?
No,
damn.
you're using the
no,
Grammys to
but
call her
Wack,
trash, but she won the most
Wack,
Grammys
Wack,
ever.
Wack,
Let me
though.
explain something to you about
Yeah,
Brandon.
yeah.
Nobody makes
Brandon?
the pussy.
Shout out to the
drier
Beehive,
than
man.
Brandon,
Brandon,
you
no,
asked
Brandon.
a question, Flocko.
Nobody.
Let me ask
She
you,
doesn't have
how old are you, bro?
astronomical rates.
How old are you? How old are you?
Me, I'm 39.
Okay, let me, okay. Usher. Usher sucks?
Usher has a no. He doesn't suck,
He can never suck, right?
but he's on the back end of his career.
No, bro, he's
older. He's
already
in the
solidified.
Vegas
He's not trying to
residency
prove a
phase.
career no more.
Right.
How is Usher? That's like saying that's like saying on
Michael
real
Jackson
shit.
sucks.
Eminem's trying to prove a career.
Listen.
He's already who he is.
Let me
It's
say this.
solidified.
Same thing with Wayne.
Beyonce,
Yeah, it's like he's not
Same thing
trying
with
to
Wayne.
prove a
Yeah,
career.
Wayne can drop as many trash
Beyonce-
albums as he wants.
Exactly.
Wait, sorry. Go ahead.
Beyonce is shameless. See, Usher and Wayne and these people are not going to go to the extent to stay relevant that Beyonce is doing. Beyonce is
Wayne
like
just
how-
had Jelly Roll on his album.
Wait.
Never finish a damn
Wait,
point.
You're going at Beyonce?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Go ahead, Brendan Lush. You got to let him finish. Go ahead.
Beyonce was over the hill a while back. She should have just been like, she should have did what Gladys Knight and Diana Rossum did. They stepped to the side and let the younger generation come to the fore.
Yeah.
You got Jasmine Sullivan, Summer Walker, all these girls, Ari Lennox, all these. It's their time. But Beyonce is the big fat old bitch who won't get out the way, so they can step to the side.
Wait.
We're not doing that to Beyonce,
come on, bro. First of all, it's 12 months in a year, right? They can go out, tour, drop their albums anytime.
Yeah.
Beyonce is not in their way. She is who she is, bro.
Yeah, she's not even in their category with the mother.
Beyonce,
what are you
Like,
talking
they're
let me
closer
prove
to
you're wrong.
Rihanna,
You're
if
wrong.
anything.
You want to tell you why you're wrong? Because Beyonce, because she didn't want to bring none of the younger generation to open up for her, she had to resort to selling $12, $20 tickets.
Those are nosebleeds up
It
top.
doesn't matter what it was. There was a time when Beyonce would have packed out that
She just
soapbox
did a
with no
tour.
effort.
Yeah.
She just did one and
Brendan,
double back.
Brendan,
She's
she
losing
just won a
popularity.
Grammy. She just won a Grammy.
Listen,
So
bro,
you're
that's not a
talking
real
about-
camera.
I mean,
That's like LeBron's bubble
like,
championship.
If you want it, you're acting
Don't
like
disrespect the
That's
bubble.
like
That was the
the-
hardest
Renaissance
championship
Yeah,
to
what are
get.
you talking about?
This is exactly the same as when the NBA started the in-season tournament.
tournament.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, listen.
They're making special categories
I
for
got
these
a
games.
question for you.
That's the new
No, I low-key
I
feel
got a
that, though.
question for you,
I
Brandy.
low-key feel that.
Brandy.
That in-season tournament
Hey, Brandy.
is ass.
Where's your goddamn trophies, okay?
I do jujitsu.
Yeah, where the
two-time world
trophies at?
champion.
No, but where they at? Because
That's
you've
what
been
they're down.
capping. We need you to bring them in. Bring them in. We need you to bring them
on the
in.
internet.
Hold
No, we gotta
on.
look
We
this
need
up.
you to bring them trophies in.
Listen.
We need to authenticate them
Let me-
trophies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo,
wow.
chat.
Authenticate them.
So
No, we need you to bring them in,
Bring your
bro.
black
Because
belt
you
up
down
here,
to
too.
Beyonce. We want to see your
Okay, so
jujitsu
listen.
trophies.
So
They
listen.
got to make a whole new category for her to fucking lose.
Listen.
Because
Oh,
she's
yeah,
dominating.
She's
It's the
authenticating
if she
opposite.
was
things,
down,
man.
She's dominating
Listen.
different genres. She just had a house album that was winning
Listen.
awards. Now she did a
Listen.
country album. She can do whatever she wants. It's fucking Beyonce. Do you see your tits?
Lush.
You make the pussy dry.
Lush. Listen, this is the equivalent of me as a jiu-jitsu black belt world champion. I no longer could win in my division, so I go over to the karate championship and beat some dude who's a plumber or something like that. And he's been working 16-hour shifts. He does it in his spare time.
Did you hear him call out the fade there?
But what,
right
what
there?
I'm saying
We heard
is,
that.
no, but what I'm saying is, when they have to make a category just for you to win, that screams desperation.
But
That
that's the
means now
opposite, though,
you're
Brandon.
pulling strings.
No, that's not
to
true
get-
though. No,
You just hate women.
What have you ever won?
He hates
Okay,
women.
no, we qualifying
Pause,
people.
though.
No, wait, no,
That's
you
not
pause.
true, though.
What
That's
have you
not true,
won?
though.
What have you won?
Beyonce won the award
What
last year. They
have-
created a new category so other people can win.
wait, bro.
That's not true though.
That was the
Yeah,
that was
that's
it right
what
there.
I'm saying.
She
She won last year.
Won what?
The country album of the year.
They created the category for
A
her to
new
win.
category for other people to
No,
win.
she won the original award,
Yeah,
so
the
they created a
original
new
award,
category
she
won the
so they
one
can
last
put her in that
award.
category.
Listen, what I'm
So she LeBron
What I'm telling
and
you,
the bum ass niggas gotta win some
Listen,
shit too.
She couldn't even get on the ballot for the Country Music Awards. So what she did was
That was
she
the
ran.
first album.
Let me finish.
go
She
ahead.
ran to the people she has connections with, the Illuminati who control the
my
the
God.
Grammys.
No, that's
right.
conspiracy
And
theory.
she said, "Hey guys, hey Mitch, hey John, the people who basically built her career. I need to win an album of the year."
This nigga
She's
wild,
never
bro.
won it in her own
You gotta
category.
love him though.
No, he's
But she
amazing.
won the
consistent.
country
She's
and the
never.
album
Dude, listen.
of the year, bro.
No, listen. This is like LeBron James never getting an NBA championship, but then he
she's
goes
been
into
winning
soccer,
awards for
starts his
decades.
own league, and wins the championship.
She's been
That
winning
just
awards
says he's
for
good at
decades.
soccer.
Yeah.
I
mean,
won.
And
I mean,
it's beyond
bro.
the country album too, bro.
It's
She
a
won the album of the
participation
year.
trophy.
Yeah.
Bro. No.
Yo.
Again, no, it's past that. So she won
no
the
one
album
watches
of the year.
Grammy. No one
The
watches
biggest
the damn
award of the
Grammy.
night.
I
she
want to know
won.
one thing though, bro. I came back here to ask you one thing.
Jesus Christ.
You been up there to put some money on suspect books?
I told Lush to give me his cash app so he could do it for me.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now.
Wait,
I
wait.
fuck
Did
with
I
it.
not? Wait,
Do it
no,
right
put
now.
that
I
fucking
fuck
phone
with
down.
it.
That's true. That's
Put
true.
that
I
damn
fuck with
phone
it.
down.
You did.
Put that
I
damn
fuck
phone
with
down.
it.
You did.
When did I ask you to send me the
fuck
cash
with it.
app so
Like
I
a
could
week
send
or
him?
so ago.
Did
I
you
fuck
ever
with
do
you.
it?
No.
Okay, that's on y'all.
Okay.
I fuck with
Y'all don't
you.
want my money that
Yeah,
bad.
he did do that.
Y'all don't want my money.
They don't want FBA money.
But with that being said,
I'm not.
$100.
no one
How
can,
much?
He's
no one's
FBA.
ever allowed. No one's ever allowed to say that whack don't fuck with Mexicans because the level of
always
hate,
making something
the
about
level
race
of
and then they
hate
blame
Oh,
me.
that
yeah,
you
that's
have
right.
for not only Mexicans but women. It dwarfs
You don't like
that.
Mexicans?
But,
You go
or
straight to
women.
hell.
Brandon don't like. Nah, he
I
like
I mean,
women.
hey,
You
Wack,
gotta
you
say
got
it's
the
gay.
group Coyote for Hire, right?
That's a fact.
Yeah, shout out to them. They going
Shout out to
top.
Coyote.
They under
Shout out to
100.
Coyote.
Wait, what you mean? He don't like Mexicans?
Well, because like his stance on the protest made people mad, but I don't feel like he.
What stance?
So again, and he says that he don't care if they go to home.
It's Lord
Depot,
Jamar fault.
funerals or
Lord Jamar's
graduations.
fault.
Lord
This
Jamar
is the
fault.
thing. I'm gonna say this,
You
and I
get them
think
out.
everybody will agree.
Yeah.
we should put the same amount of time and effort into standing with them that they put into standing with us.
Okay.
Now, we also have to acknowledge that 46% of the Hispanics that's legal voted for Trump against the illegals.
They got finesse.
We got like the 40 that represents the people that can vote, the legals.
Yeah, of course.
They're saying we don't want them here.
Absolutely.
So they can't put the light on us because when it was all beef, when it was all fire hoses, all dogs, when it was all that, it was us. They sat back and they watched the show.
They marched with us, though, right?
There's a lot of
I have to push back because the migrant farm workers, they did march with Dr. King and all those people. But I do get where you're going with that.
And
but again, that's the look. I've seen some brothers out there. I seen RJ out there. I seen Joe Moses out there.
I see people out there trying to resurrect their career.
No,
hey, you know what?
No, RJ.
I low-key thought about that too. Hey, what? I thought that in my head, bro.
I just can't give a damn about what's going on. They're out there trying to resurrect.
I love Joe, but I seen Joe in the red, white, and green, the fit. I said, Joe, you over there doing something, bro. You got a motive.
Hey, them niggas
Joe's
trying.
was amazing. I'm not
Love
gonna
Joe,
lie.
though. My God.
career?
Hey, my boy.
Nah, Joe got a good career. I'm just saying.
No,
to be honest,
You
RJ
finna drop an
was there
album,
low-key.
maybe.
RJ wasn't even.
and Hill was there too, or no?
You think he was?
And
faking
Hill.
it? You think? You think?
I think those that went out there, they went out there. You know, you got to remember, Game is an artist that has always.
Oh shit! Hey, was Nate Dogg's son there?
Bro, I didn't see. Bro, I was
Nate Dogg's son over there trying to break in that girl house.
Hey,
everybody.
Don't act like y'all didn't see that.
Y'all see something like that?
outside the glass sliding door.
Listen,
Hey, bro, pimps don't do that.
Hey, he was outside the sliding door, sliding the door.
That shit
Little
look
battle
like,
ram.
That shit look like the big
The window didn't budge.
I know, it still
He
couldn't break it. It still couldn't break that shit.
Niggas that's cooked trying to resurrect
Bro
their
couldn't
career,
break it.
bro.
Bro couldn't break it.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
But RJ still
Whole city on fire.
I think Joe and RJ got a great career right now. I think they were doing it in.
Wait, Joe Moses? I don't know.
I think Joe got a great
They
career right
trying to
now.
bring in more Mexican fans.
Yeah.
If you
That
look at
part,
their
I think that's
fans,
what it is.
If you look at their
They
fan
already
base,
have
this-
hella Mexican fans, bro.
But
I mean, but who don't want more?
I'm going to say this to
But
our
they fans
people.
is watching Peso now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this to our people, and I think y'all understand this because y'all come from a city like my city. It be friction like that. Pay attention because we got to stay on our toes because any given minute, any given second, it could turn into something else with us.
Facts. 100%.
So everybody better pay attention right now because it's a lot of distraction.
Hey, wait a minute. It's been us. It's like we getting a little break right now.
No, Brandon, you missing the point. They can start taking that frustration out. Your city gets into it with them. My city gets into it with them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
This what I was
Pomona gets into it with them.
But most of those Mexicans in Long Beach are legal. Most of them Longos are legal. They're not illegal. I'm smart enough to know that. But the whole thing the point I was making was this. I don't care what you do, really. Yeah. But when you're tearing down LA, you're tearing up the stuff. You're tearing up the businesses of people who actually support you. Okay. That's the stupid part. You're tearing down the businesses that hire people just like you.
But how they're tearing down the fucking
I know
Adidas
this
store.
Flock.
Bro, who works at the Adidas store, Flacco?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, don't glaze over my points.
Because they work
there. Who works at the Adidas store?
Just because people are employed by them, that does not.
So are you R&B? So are you
for you, Flacco?
Supportive of the community.
No.
So who gives you
that?
So R&B, Trap Lore, and Adam has all did what? Gave a what? What we do already for you?
It's already given a drop.
So what Flacco ain't did
I
yet?
told her though.
We talked about it.
At 2 p.m. today is the barber comment.
No, you told me that 3 days ago.
Bro, he canceled on
You
me,
said you was at the barber.
No,
and you got the New York the neighborhood fitted hat on.
Bro.
No, he canceled on me. Feel me? Right up ahead because it has bad rack. You feel me? Like
you dropping, man.
But you got to fit it.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to feel me. Come on now, man.
I thought you wanted to be from
you got a
neighborhood.
tethered hairline. You got a tethered hairline if I've ever seen one.
Nah,
hey, listen, that motherfucker sitting back. You
Wow.
down there almighty suspect. I thought his shit was bad. Your shit is whipped out.
Nah, come
Hey,
on, man.
listen.
Hey, Lush, they say they extorted you in Pomona, man. What happened?
Hell nah. What the fuck?
They said
Got
they
him for
gave you a
his cheeks.
pill.
Hell nah, fool.
Rub the
I got,
nigga with
what are
Vaseline.
you talking about? I'm from the set now. I got put on, fool.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
That was my put on.
This
You
nigga-
really,
this nigga-
you really show.
I'm from 456
You
now.
really
You from where?
show.
I'm from Pomona. I'm a blood from Pomona.
Did you
now.
say you from Trade 57?
Nah, fool. I'm from
Where
there.
you from, Lush?
I'm from Pomona.
He
I'm
said
from
it, not
456
me.
now.
Oh,
He was this from Main
You're
Street.
island.
I'm island, yeah.
He was
Yeah,
this
all
from
right.
Main Street about a month ago till
Dang.
they
And
pulled
you
up and
just
couldn't get
saying
in.
you from Lubbock.
I was from the same. I'm kind of
He's
still
a
from
real
the
hood
same.
hopper.
No.
Lush.
It's a thin line. You gotta
hold
pick.
on. Hold on. It's all gangs or don't bang. All
He
right?
trying to take.
That's
he,
my
no,
hood.
he trying to take
I'm from
607
every
unk
hood.
shit.
Niggas are
He
Donnie
trying to
Brasco.
steal 607 unk shit,
How you
nigga.
feel?
Nah, I'm not letting that happen.
No, we.
Listen, you fake ass 607 unk.
The only difference is
all
I'm
I'ma
not
say-
every sexuality.
This
Unk
is
is
how I know
every
you got no
sexuality.
sense. This is how I know you got no sense. I watched that video.
Okay.
All them niggas from wherever they from is big ass niggas, bro. Them DPs and put offs gonna be nasty. Them niggas is slow. You need to be from like Insane. Most of them niggas is little.
Hell no, insane.
They
Wait,
beat you out of
what you just
I
say?
What are you
said,
talking
most of them
about,
Insane are
bro?
small.
You know why he said
Nigga,
that?
I'm the smallest nigga from the hood.
Yeah,
Nigga,
he's
Let
the
us get that off.
smallest.
Ain't he from the dog?
nigga, E Will bigger than you.
smallest.
You let the nigga from the dubs get that off?
You're tripping.
You let the nigga from the dubs get that off,
What
boy?
are you
exactly.
talking about?
Wait.
He's been talking shit about Insane all day.
Wait.
First it was
He from the other
GW.
side.
Oh, my mama, you was talking about
No,
DW
let me
too.
say
Yeah.
E Will and DW.
Bro, what side are you on?
Wait a minute. Listen.
He from the dubs.
Deuces.
Listen.
Deuces.
E
I ain't got
He
Will.
nothing to
don't
do
fuck with
Listen.
the babies.
I ain't got nothing to do with this man, Brandon.
Let me
You
man.
don't know Deuces and Trays.
What's up with Brandon,
See,
bro?
bro, this
Yo.
again.
Where's your Steelers hat, brother?
I can make my.
Hey, viral way, we taking
This
him off
the
the
second
podcast.
shot.
I'm calling
You heard
shots
it.
right now.
Listen.
The second shot he done.
Hey, we calling shots right now. Brandon is not allowed on viral way no more until he apologizes.
He's
This
just in
nigga
the
just off
set.
the hood small. What's wrong with him?
Just in the set.
Hey, look, and it's crazy
Go ahead,
because
Jared, get it out.
that's
Listen,
one neighborhood
E-Will-
that still be working out.
They're huge. They're like the buffest hood I've ever seen.
Listen.
Go ahead, Brandon.
E Will and DW Flame and Willie McGinnis are anomalies.
And P Nice.
P Nice,
P Nice is
Viral
not.
Way,
P Nice
and
P Nice
LBC
is
Messiah.
not buff.
How you
Hey,
forget
P Nice, you better squabble this
But how
man
you
down. I'll
forget
take
about
it.
the homie though?
I knew P Nice before you did.
Wait,
No,
how
you
forget
didn't.
about the
Yes, I
homie?
did.
Oh, you probably did, but I know him better. So what we doing?
How you forget about Trey D?
Trady is an older dude.
What that mean?
Trady
Come on, man.
and his whole
Most of
generation
the
were
dudes.
huge.
Most of the dudes.
My man, hey, listen.
All right. Y'all win.
Come
Come
on.
on, man. Don't be doing that, Brandon.
I do
You
it
sit
back
on
then.
you sit on the couch with us.
Listen.
Yeah.
You
He's a-
been
he's
around
an
Viral Way.
And you ain't moving
They're
no
not
weight
the
on that
biggest
couch.
dudes.
No.
They're buff, but they're
Yeah.
small dudes.
Yeah,
What do you
but
mean
they
small?
huge, though, but they buff.
They're short.
I ain't. I'm talking to you. I bet.
Yeah, you probably taller than me, but I'm just saying they're not like 6'4", 6'3" type dudes.
Bro,
they
we got-
not big like them dudes in that video.
Bro, but how
Brandon
you
has
wasn't
fades
there? How you know they
yeah.
tall?
Yeah.
Brandon
Bro,
has
they
fades
big
and
as
long
fuck. You didn't
Bro,
see
that's
the
a
video.
camera and everybody
Look.
around them small.
Those dudes look clearly humongous. They're at least 250, all of them. They can
Man,
even
this-
barely
hey,
dance.
Brandon
in that
on bullshit
motherfucker.
right
They're
now,
so
bro.
big.
Hey, don't worry. You live in Long Beach. We gonna talk about it. We gonna bring it back to the city.
Hey, look.
Hey, Viral, we taking him off the couch until he
By
apologizes.
the way,
I
I'm
work out
Italian.
with these dudes
Hold on.
every day. They
I'm
ain't-
Italian.
No, you off the
we
couch,
do the
bro.
extortion.
You off the
cut it out,
couch,
We do
dog.
the extortion. I'm
Boy, when they catch you
Italian.
up, man.
Check
We're
it
the
out. While you
extorters.
got us right here.
Yeah.
Whack 100 and Flocko.
Yes.
We kicking off a new marketing promo for all you up and coming rappers, bloggers, YouTubers.
Yeah, everybody.
Called You Been Exposed. R&B getting the promo together. We giving y'all a crazy package. 7 days from now, y'all be ready.
Hey,
Got my
Tap in.
man Trap Lord in the bill. What's up,
Yo,
Ross?
hey, listen though. Two bottles. Listen, bro. This is gonna be like a one-on-one, like consulting
Crazy.
with Whack and Flocko. So this is something, bro, you never seen before.
Crazy.
that's
Going
dope,
down.
Yes,
Going
sir.
down. That's dope.
Ross in the building,
We
man.
opening the doors and we sharing
on,
the
man.
light.
You got a red Cartier?
No, you're looking sexy. Pause.
What the fuck?
I know.
So
Boy,
you don't try to sit right.
Pause.
Are you serious?
I saw it.
you feel me? Oh,
My boy's looking
Oh,
sexy.
oh, wait. Hey, listen though. And
Ross,
Hey,
come on, man.
hey, do you think I'm a woman to where you grab my 4 fingers? Just walk your ass around the table, nigga.
yeah.
Nah, you want to be from the hood, but you
Yeah.
don't want to be like.
Now, Ross came to the hood. He spent.
really did. I
Hey,
saw you on
bro,
Martin
bro spent
Street
like
Park.
12 hours over there
Right.
with us.
You wasted 12 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, see? Hey, we getting Brandon the fuck out the city ASAP. Bro, I'm going back with a petition. I'm telling you, he's off the couch, bro. He's off the couch. Put this pillow right here, bro. We separate. My mama. Leave the pillow here.
Hey man, okay, so what's next, man? Let's move on to
He from Wilmington.
man. Feel me?
You
That's
don't
crazy,
like
man.
Lance either. That's crazy.
Yeah, I need to come and meet
Oh,
Brandon, man.
Duna.
Yeah. Hold
Duna.
on, Brandon and Ross intro.
Brandon's the hot topic out here right now, man. He's catching hats, got suspect out the way. Shit's crazy.
Come on, right? Feel me?
listen,
Why would Ross just put it on him?
He catching
Why
skulls,
you put
man.
that on your head top like that?
I don't know. I'm just hot.
You feel me?
Hold on, y'all. Let's listen to what Dono say, y'all.
So Duna, well, again, now
Y'all call me fat. This nigga's
Right?
fat. God damn.
This is the opinion
I
we've
don't
been
know
waiting
why
on.
this was a secret, but Duno is getting backlash for saying that Mexican fathers don't allow their daughters to date black men. I thought that was like
gunplay
well
say
known.
They
Okay.
let them date white men though.
He
They
said
say
that
it's a better
here.
race.
A word?
He has said that before.
Oh
This is a
shit.
conversation. Not the first time.
But is
Yeah.
but
Shit,
is,
I can
wait,
tell
is
all these
Uno
half
getting
black, half Mexican
backlash?
babies out here.
Yeah.
But it, that,
Brandon,
that's
I heard there was
great
a
point.
mob for
Hold on, let me
That is a great point.
let's hear it though. Let me hear it real quick. Can we play it, Josh?
Yeah, I expose
Like,
racism.
older Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man.
Because of the skin color. It's almost sad because they say para mejorar la raza.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what they be saying.
To better the race.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Fucked up, bro. They're fucked
So
up,
my
bro.
grandma, so when my grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city, and they met, my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes, and she looked like Felipe, dark, short, and that she thought she was better, fool. Like,
Pause.
I swear to God, for my grandma,
He didn't say anything racist, though.
He
No.
said the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
Lush. Now, okay, so Lush, my question is this, okay? Well, one, Duno ain't say like,
No.
no, but people were just shocked that this was like the culture among Mexicans. So from your perspective, when this is a culture that exists, how are you now surprised or shocked that black folks are saying, "Hey, bro, we not about to protest"?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Oh, okay.
And nobody should have to show solidarity that doesn't want to. There's no. If you feel like it,
Yeah,
if
'cause
you
that's fucked up, 'cause I didn't know
if
that.
you rock with the immigrant community and you want to show your support, go out there.
Okay.
No race, no human, nobody is obligated. That's the beauty of America. Freedom of speech. Pop it like you mean it. You feel me? Go outside. We have that unalienable right.
Shut the hell up. When I
What's
said
that
what
gotta
I
do with
want to say,
anything? No.
Brandon, the whole Mexican, they hate
You
you.
judge Brandon for it.
and all
No,
that.
no, listen,
You
you judge Brandon for that
fucking
shit.
hypocrite.
Hey, you
no,
shut
no,
up
no,
too.
no,
Hey,
no,
look, you better speak your damn mind, boy.
No. I never like that. Is that?
You
that's-
sending them call me nigga and everything.
you are. No,
Hey, look,
you are
I wake
going-
up in the morning, right?
You are going
told you
out.
Hold on. The first thing I
You
see
are
is a
going out of
racial
your
comment
way.
towards Brandon. And you, what did you say?
I said I sent the Mexicans. I sent the Mexicans to race.
Hey, this is all Lush's fault. Lush
Yeah.
is sending out the hit squad towards us.
Because obviously,
let's just say that,
that
though.
is the most. I said it as a joke because it's the most.
Nah, I didn't see no antics of a joke.
We
No
all saw
emojis.
American Me, motherfucker.
and
White
this is
dude
why.
with the Mexican,
And
they
this
hit
is
the
why
black
this is why I called you dumb earlier. You feel me?
Oh, see,
Because
nah,
You watch your
hold
mouth when
on,
you
bro.
talk to me, boy.
Hold on, bro. You can't
If
be
you're
saying
not
that
able-
to Sam
You
Third.
watch
I
your
totally
mouth,
can.
boy.
If you are
That's the
if you are
third time I called you,
unable,
bro. You should have
if you
been
are
something.
if you are unable to discern like the nuance
Yeah.
between an obvious joke, because and the
Do I
reason
talk
why
to you
I
on
said
text
it-
messages?
The re-
Do I talk to you on
a
text
little
messages?
bit, yeah.
No.
You don't know my you don't know
Barely.
my humor? Okay. Because the point that the reason why I said
was kind of crazy
I
joke though. He
could
said,
say-
crazy joke. Crazy joke. What was it followed by? The initial statement was
I ain't see no
Rush,
LOLs
Rush.
behind that.
Bro, no
follow-up, bro.
emojis or
There was
nothing.
first of all, there was an LOL in the following
Brandon said they're
text.
calling me nigger, and Lush said, bro,
he said-
that I sent them.
She said,
Exactly.
Lush, do you see what you got? He said,
see
You
Rush,
called
you
Kill
see what-
Squad.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I even be mentioned in that?
I
Lush,
can
you see
vouch
what
for
the
you.
Mexican.
I can vouch for you.
It's the truth.
In this moment,
Yeah.
But at that moment.
that you sent the whole Mexican kill squad
Nah,
to
nah,
me.
That's what I'm saying. He sent like, bro.
Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead,
Two
Josh.
things. One, you probably deserve it, and two,
Wow.
Hold on, Josh.
I
Hold
took
on.
that. I took
Josh,
that
you're a
as
part of
I
it.
took
We
that as a
expect
joke.
it from you.
Honestly, I took that as nothing but a joke.
Hey,
That's
where's
clearly
Mr.
a joke.
Faircon so they can
Hold
hear
on.
his ass?
Clearly.
Clearly, a
I
joke.
don't
And that's
know,
why.
man.
Hey, bro, listen.
Hey, I'm sorry for calling you dumb.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
to say something like that.
Listen, you
I'm gonna
gotta
have to
send an
push back
emoji
later.
after that, bro.
I'm coming to this bitch.
You gotta
next
put
time
an
with Muslim
emoji or
security.
something.
No.
Yes.
No. There's no emoji.
Hey, look. If I flat out say you couldn't loan me some spanking,
Because check
bow.
Say it.
What you
Check
gonna
it.
think? You think
Check
I'm
it.
serious, right?
No.
Well, I might be.
But no, I wouldn't.
Come
think
take your
that.
chance.
I wouldn't think that because our relationship doesn't stand on those formalities.
I'll tell you
Facts.
one thing.
So,
Okay, you got
I'll
that.
tell you one
we're
thing.
cool enough. I'm invited to your birthday party. We can
You
fucking
are.
joke like that.
You are.
So you feel me?
Watch your mouth. You
was
talking
at-
crazy.
Anything
Hey,
he
you was
says
at suspect
seriously,
birthday
ever.
party, but when he hit you, you went down with your eyes open. I saw you looking at the camera, nigga.
I didn't get. There's a difference between getting knocked down and knocked out. I never said I got knocked out.
He didn't get knocked out.
I never said I got knocked out.
Hey, hold on.
I got knocked down. That's the difference.
Hey, Lush, you getting the bad end of the stick, brother. I love you, dog. You know that.
Yeah, I took a dive, guys. I took a dive. With
That
that,
is better than getting knocked out to me.
sure, I took a dive.
Hey, look, hey,
Oh, you won't even be in the room.
hey,
with your
Lush
boys,
foaming at the
bro.
mouth, bro. I see you foaming at the mouth. You getting serious.
A dive is better than me.
Man,
All right, listen though.
listen, no.
For that though, that is truth, and the community already know that.
Yeah, 100%.
The funny thing is,
Yeah.
black people practice the same type of nonsense.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you.
We're
I
probably
never
white people,
see.
but
Look,
not
me being biracial, I never really came from that. Obviously, my father's Korean and white. My mom's black.
Right.
So I never really had that type of
Okay.
situation going on. But
Yo,
me
that's Korean?
dating Latino women, I could feel it. Going into like a let's say a quinceañera for their nieces or their Christmas or something, I could feel the difference. My plate a little bit less. My juice ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
But it ain't nothing new to us. But this is the thing. If this is what's going on in the household, how are y'all mad at us or some people choosing not to stand up with y'all?
But I don't. But I never had a problem with Brandon not standing.
That's
up.
not my question. This is my question. I'm asking you, not
You
you
see
in
the
general.
dialogue online though. When
No,
they're
no,
saying,
yeah,
where the
yeah,
black
yeah.
people at?
Yeah, but it's like,
Right.
but y'all saying where the black people at, but then y'all talking about this in y'all household and know this is true. Like my father don't want me dating a black man or a black
I
woman.
agree. And just to re-clarify, my problem with calling out Brandon had nothing to do with him saying that he didn't want to support. It was more so the other arguments he was saying in
If
support
I'm not good enough to fuck
of
your
the-
daughter, I'm not good enough to march for you, man.
That's a
No,
fact.
fuck marching.
I'm sorry,
But-
bro.
but-
I need
but
some pussy afterwards.
I'm
bro.
going to argue against
That
these
long, hard
stringent.
march.
I'm going to argue
need
against
that, man.
these
Come on.
stringent deportation policies without due process. That's what I'm going to argue against.
Oh,
not
wait,
fucking
okay.
black people.
Oh
not
yeah, I
supporting-
mean, and I'm for
That's
my
that. Argument.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
for
wait,
that.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. Hey, right. So look, questioning, right? Okay, so look. So I feel like the majority of black people was against stop and frisk, right?
No.
Yes.
Hell
I was.
no.
Yes.
Sure.
Fix these niggas.
Sure.
The majority.
The majority, yeah, not Brandon.
Sure.
Silent majority.
Right?
You're an outlier.
Right? And I'm against like stop and frisk, which is why when I heard, oh no, like these people, they're coming to these like locations, like Home Depot, the farm, certain places, and they're just picking up people. And
Graduations,
if you are legal, they let you go. If you're not legal, they take you. And I'm like, okay, that's stop and frisk right there, right? Like you're just picking up random niggas, detaining them, arresting them. I'm saying, as black folks, we should say, nah, that's fucked up. Because if they can do that,
I think our community agrees with that.
of course, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But the other side, I mean, but the other part of it is, but hey, like when we're in jail, y'all don't like us. We just found out that your fathers and probably your mothers don't like us.
Yeah.
So how can y'all blame some of us for saying, hey, we're gonna stay out of that?
Not March, but to speak up for, hey, bro, we are against stop and frisk.
Yeah, I mean, we are.
So
we
here's me
are.
against that
But
shit
you
too.
have to
Bro,
understand.
that's 100% wrong what's going on right
Yeah.
now. Like them going to graduations, them going to schools, the churches and all
All
of
of
that.
that. Schools-
That's 100%
schools as well.
wrong, bro.
Yeah,
That should
schools
not
as
be.
well.
And then I also think that there should be a term
Preschools.
of validation where they give them some time to become legal.
Due process.
Yeah, due process.
Due process.
Listen.
But don't
listen.
get mad at us for saying, hey, we feel some type of way what's going on in the background, so we're just going to stay in our
And I
lane.
agree with that too. That's totally fair.
The ICE
do I-
raids itself
do I
to
like
me
to
is
see-
unethical, right? Again, no. Again, here's the solution, okay? Actually get the names and the pictures of the people that you're looking for and go locate them. Don't just pop up at a Home Depot, raid everybody, take them in.
And then leave some out.
Bro, come on, bro, that's fucked up.
That is, bro, Brandon, let's be real.
Do I get to
Bro,
talk?
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to say.
Quit being a diva, Brandon. Quit being a diva, brother.
No more buzz balls. You feel me? This is me being healthy.
Man, quit getting off a subject. Quit being a diva, Brandon. Go ahead, speak your mind.
I'm not being yeah, exactly. Stop centering yourself. But anyway, no, I don't think it's wrong because what you guys got to understand, if you read the Constitution, it says the government of the people, which means the government is actually the people. So whatever the people decide is okay to happen, then the government's job is to execute that. The people decided overwhelmingly in a landslide victory that they do want people to be detained, and sort
That's
it
not
out.
true, though, Brandon.
Can you let me
Let him
finish?
talk.
Because you're
Let him,
lying,
no,
though.
no,
have a
no,
political discussion.
finish, because I got a rebuttal for that. But finish, Brandon, finish.
Executive order was not a
Hold on,
majority vote.
Blacko, let him finish though,
Okay.
because I got a rebuttal for that.
Sure.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. So the people decided in an overwhelming landslide election that they wanted Donald Trump to get rid of illegal immigrants in an expedient way because Biden allowed 20 million undocumented people to come into the country. The only way you're going to get anywhere close to 20 million people out of the country, even in 20 years, is to expedite the deportation process. If that means some people got to get picked up and then the ones who are not immigrants got to get sorted out, which, by the way, if you got your driver's license, you got these things, you got an address, they can quickly determine on a computer whether you're a citizen or not. That means that they have to expedite the process. We voted for that. The government, for the first time ever, is actually doing what the people want done. Don't call it criminal. This is what the people said they want in their country. Just like Mexican people can ask for what they want in their country and they can get it. Don't take away the rights of the American people to control what happens in their country.
All right, but look, so you saying the government's working for the people, right?
Of course.
So do the people have any chance to just change their reasoning or change their opinion or what they wanted to happen?
Yes.
So it looks like the people are saying, hey, we don't want this.
It doesn't
because,
look like
and first and foremost, this isn't just for Latinos. This is for Haitians that's not from out here, Asians that's not from out here. Like, I got people in Long Beach that's Cambodian that's literally afraid to go out right now because of the ICE.
Okay.
So this ain't just for Latinos. This is for everybody.
The reason why
hold on.
it's being
So I'm
right,
saying,
he's right.
So if there's people saying, all right, you know what, maybe we overstepped our boundaries, maybe we want to go back, step back and do it different.
Yeah.
Can we govern ourselves again and say, hey, we don't want that to happen?
And there are
dad got deported to Mali.
and there
He's been
are
here for 30 years and done nothing wrong.
And I don't know why you're saying that. That don't mean anything. What I'm saying is there are times that have been allocated for the people to make their voices heard. There's the presidential election. There's the midterm elections. There's all these opportunities to voice your opinion. If you sing your ass on the couch, which I guarantee you, 95% of the people at those rides didn't even show their ass up to vote. I promise you that. Let's do those numbers. Now, maybe your bitch ass to become a part of the process of electing leadership so that your voice can be heard. But what you're not going to do is abstain from participating in the legal process of choosing leadership, and then when things don't go your way, go start tearing shit up because you don't like it.
That's fair.
That's childish.
But I don't think, listen, I don't think people should tear things up, but I think there should be a legit, all right, bet. We're recalling this.
Coming up.
We should do it over.
It's coming up.
Was it midterm?
In 2026,
Sure, but
everyone's
people-
going to be able to vote to get rid of politicians, representatives who support what ICE is doing. The only problem is you got a bunch of Democrats who just voted on legislation that actually congratulates and honors ICE for getting rid of immigrants. Go do your research. You guys are actually, your enemies are actually on the Democrat side of the ball. You don't realize it. That's what you keep voting for.
That's 100% fact. The Democrats are the enemies.
They're both fucking up. Both sides. It's not a partisan issue as much as he wants to make it.
You had a politician.
Hold on, Flacco, go ahead.
You had a politician who told the people to resist ICE. Just yesterday, he voted on a bill that actually gave ICE more money and symbolically honored ICE for deportations. You can look that up.
What you talking about, Newsom?
No, look it up. I forgot his name.
Because
I'm about to say another thing too. Do you think people just voted?
Hey, listen, no, true. But if I vote for somebody, right? Again, if I vote for somebody, even if I'm voting for them based on do this for me, right? Again, I'm not saying because I'm voting for you, right? That this person should come in and act as an oligarch. No, nigga. I'm voting for you because, I agree that people who are illegal should be deported. Cool. However, I'm voting for you because I'm hoping that when you come in, you will get them out in an ethical manner. Just because people voted for Trump don't mean they voted for the unethical shit. Meaning, bro, executive orders being signed that grants ICE the right to pull up and stop and frisk niggas.
That's bad.
To me, it's crazy and it's unethical. Yes, they voted for Trump, but they ain't vote for this other shit that's going on.
But you know why they voted for Trump too, though?
Why?
Because it was unethical what Joe Biden was doing beforehand.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
So that's why people lean towards this man.
But 100%. And there's also, again, like I said the other day, the Cubans that populate Florida and different demographics in Latino are very different from the Hispanics that populate California.
Facts, 100%.
So
I mean, we're right by Mexico.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm
putting them
saying?
under the same umbrella ideologically and politically is a disservice. On top of that, will you acknowledge Trump's hypocrisy? Brandon?
What?
Will you acknowledge
What
Trump's
was
hypocrisy?
it?
Oh, do you know about the Rubio campaign?
No.
Oh, the Rubio campaign where Trump used illegal immigrants to build Trump Tower. So Trump, the guy that's feverishly trying to deport people and against and implementing all these stringent policies, had his entire
Pete Gaino,
structure
was he a political
built.
figure at that time?
He was already.
I'm asking you a question though. Was he a political figure?
No, he was not.
Okay, so
It doesn't
anybody
matter.
and everybody that's smart enough is going to take advantage for them to make more money and spend less
doesn't-
money.
That doesn't matter. Everybody's past any glaring
When you
inconsistency.
become a
So that's
president
not
or a political
hypocrisy?
figure, though, it starts to take a toll because it's not just you.
So there's no
It's not like
hypocrisy
the
there.
dig you think
Nah, I mean there is. Don't get me wrong,
He used to be a
there
Democrat
is.
too, so like,
Yeah.
you know
There
what I'm
is.
saying?
There
When
is.
convenient in the state of New York because it was convenient from.
Listen, there is hypocrisy, but at the same time, when you become a political figure, you have to stand on America and not what you stand on.
That is.
Let's move on, though, 'cause
that is a really.
No.
Really like.
No. I want to
That's
make
a
this
really
point.
Time on it.
great
So
argument,
final
you
words,
feel me?
Josh.
But-
Go ahead,
No,
Josh.
I just had that question. Do you think this is what the majority of Americans want?
No,
I know.
I
for
don't
a fact.
either. I don't
That's
either.
I know for a
I
fact.
think the majority of
No, they
America
voted
voted for
for
Trump
it.
because we had Joe
No,
Biden.
do you listen? This
Yes.
is what none of you care enough to research. Since Trump has started these ICE raids, they've been run since this whole riot stuff in LA. They have been doing polls. What we're finding is that more legal immigrants are now moving towards Trump's side of the opinion. So the support for this is actually increasing because what the illegal immigrants are doing, tearing stuff down in other cities, and LA is reminding people of 2020. So now people who don't even give a damn are voting against you because they're like, I don't want to see 2020. I don't want my business to get destroyed.
looted,
I don't
yeah.
want. So you guys are driving people away from you, and
So
I want
there's
to.
no hypocrisy.
I want to say
So
this
Trump's
point.
not a
I
hypocrite.
want to say this point. There are 188 Democrats in Congress.
Democrats.
Democrats, right? Democrats in Congress.
Democrats.
Of that, 175 of them just voted in a bill expressing gratitude for immigration and customs enforcement. And many of those people are on the other side on social media encouraging the immigrants to loot and protest and all that stuff. You don't, they're doing what's called asymmetrical warfare. Immigrants right now are under attack in several different directions, but it's coming from so high up, they can't see it. They're resorting to third world tactics in a new age.
But here's the thing. Once again, this whole thing is just a smokescreen because the reason why we have this insane deficit, the reason why we have inflation to this degree, the reason why our workforce and our middle class
Eric
has been
Swalwell,
threatened
was
is
that
not
his?
is
Him?
nothing
Eric
to
Swalwell?
do with immigration. It has to do with Trump's fucking selling our asshole to the Chinese.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bottom
listen,
line.
man.
Final word.
Yeah, your final
keep
word.
the immigrants.
No, we
Yeah,
know you
man,
just
they can
getting
take
cooked.
Brandon.
They getting
Oh,
cooked.
man.
We'll give them
We gotta
Brandon.
move-
I'll say
No,
this.
no,
We'll give them Brandon. We'll keep the immigrants. Everyone who's
Oh
happy.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Brandon already did Long Beach. He's out of
I
here.
do understand because the Jews did own all slave ships, so this will be right up in your.
No, don't
right
do
in your
that
alley.
because that is a fact.
This will be right
Well,
up
let's not
your
get
alley.
sidetracked. We
can talk about that.
Yeah. No, okay.
Because I have a lot to say.
No,
about
let's
that.
get to the topics, man.
Yeah.
We getting carried
So,
away.
Academics says that he spoke to Drake.
Can we get to the cover story?
Oh yeah, cool.
Salento
Well, that
sentenced.
was okay. Yeah.
Which on the first one, right?
Yeah.
Watch me
So
whip, watch me.
Salento sentenced to 30 years for 2021 death of his cousin in Metro Atlanta. So is this the dude that did it? Watch Me Nene?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks
And
like
like-
Donald Duck.
Yeah, nah, no, but like I'm shocked he pled guilty, right? Because like no, because like for example, right, if you've been watching him like leading up to like the murder, yo, he was on like live, like showing like the world his like butthole inside of his butthole. He was
What?
doing like he lost his mind, like he was like insane, like he was like on live, like just mentally unstable, mentally ill. So if I'm him, and I have public proof that I was out of my mind, that I'm showing the world my butthole on like IG Live. I'm doing all type of weird shit. Like there's like mad articles, mad Instagram posts of me just acting insane. Nigga,
Insanity.
nigga, I'm taking it the long way, bro. For
feel that.
insanity plea.
But do you think if you're insane, you actually have the cognitive ability
But
to
see,
say,
right?
let me fight a case, let me plead not guilty? He's probably so in his own mind,
Yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck what happens. They're probably like, do you want to plead guilty? Yeah, whatever. Look at my asshole. The guy he's literally, the cheese has definitely slid off the fucking cracker. Lock his ass up and don't let him out.
Bro, if I'm the judge,
he got 30 years.
If you're the judge, God help us all.
No. If I'm the judge and a guy tries to offer an insanity plea based on him showing his asshole, I'll then be like, well, you did make the fucking Nene song. We already know you're gay. This has nothing to do with insanity.
Hey, nah, look
you're
at
just
it.
fucking gay. Like, yeah.
Hey, but you know what? It could have been, you know, obviously, when you do fight, you get more time. If you take the plea deal, then you got
But 30 years though,
So he
come
got
on,
30
bro.
years for pleading
I
guilty.
mean, he'll be straight.
Yeah.
He'll be like, what, 50-something?
He gonna do 10 years.
Nah, he ain't doing no 10.
He'll come
In
back to
Atlanta?
a normal life.
Nah, he's doing like 20 at least.
Bro, they
20,
letting out.
20-something.
No, because now the laws are like less stringent. Like they're letting these dudes out.
I think that's only for people that's under 18 though.
Even the dudes over 18.
Nah.
Oh,
So
really?
he's doing like, yeah, he's doing like 20. He's doing like 20-some years.
Yeah, but it's trending
really?
to where
And
all
it's a violent case too, by the way. This
Hell
ain't just
yeah.
like no drugs or
It's a
nothing like
murder.
that. So
Yeah, he shot
with
his
a violent
multiple
case like that,
times.
you
Drugs.
doing majority of the years.
Come on, insanity, right? Wait, don't drugs count as you? Like, for example,
No,
No, they
definitely
don't.
not. Hell no.
They don't.
You made a
Take
choice
meth
to
and
take
shoot
drugs.
somebody.
That's
You
like-
said it,
Hold on,
right?
hold
You
on,
made a
Rob.
choice to take meth.
No, oh, okay.
This
Yeah.
ain't
Matter of fact-
Liberia.
Matter of fact,
No, us.
Nigga, just
Listen,
knock the
no,
law.
no, hey, no,
Pay
listen,
a
no,
nigga $40 and get out.
no.
listen, no, us, bro, bro, we have like such like strict inhumane laws, meaning, bro, like there's no type of insanity plea, there's none of that, bro. Like you do that,
No,
nigga,
check in,
Where?
no.
Where?
in Liberia.
Did the child soldiers tell you that?
I thought he was talking
No,
about here.
no.
It's not, but
Y'all out of there?
literally in
Anything, y'all
America,
out of there?
over
You out of here
90% of the people that are arrested are intoxicated during their arrest.
They're gonna
So
tie you
what?
to cameras
over
and have them run off each
90%
way.
of people arrested are intoxicated on some.
Is that a fact?
Yes, look it up. Yes.
But that's no
90.
excuse though.
Look
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
definitely not.
That's-
excuse.
that's no
That's
excuse.
the whole point.
Wait, why not?
No,
though?
that's the whole
Because
point.
you're making a reasonable decision to get intoxicated, like to
Exactly.
take drugs. You're responsible for anything that happens afterwards. Because if that was the case, we could all just get fucked up and just kill anyone we want. And be like,
Right.
I was off the liquor,
Nah,
it's the
that's
Henny.
really right.
Nah,
If I
that-
take
about to be in
K2,
the slide.
no, wait though.
If you take K2, you already made a bad choice.
but, like,
Anything that
I'm
comes
out of
after
my
that's
mind
on
now,
you.
right? Like,
That's on you. You decided to get out your mind. You was in control of your mind when you got out of that shit.
Yeah, I
but
think
if
it's a decision.
I'm on K2 and I'm like literally like hallucinating, I'm thinking I'm like a dragon, I'm
I'm
shooting,
thinking of a dragon.
and
It's accurate.
right,
Dragon
like,
with guns.
and I kill somebody because that's how like
Fire.
right because that's how like my cousin I think got off because she killed her 2 kids.
Allegedly.
Wait,
The
what?
hell?
Yeah, man. Look up Kula. She was in Delaware. She lived with her boyfriend at the time, and she just had like a newborn, and they gave her like she was on like medication for like the postpartum, all type of weird shit.
Yeah.
And the medication for the postpartum, I guess, made her drown her newborn and like her like.
But that's the
PK, hold on,
postpartum,
PK,
not the
hold on,
medication,
First
right?
kid.
But that, but listen, hold
You're
on, that,
suffering
hold on, hold on, hold on,
mental
hold on.
I'm saying, bro, lock her up. That shit I made up.
Flocka, hold on.
low-key.
But that wasn't a choice. That was determined by the doctor.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
different.
Prescription
Yeah.
versus
That is very
recreational.
different.
So recreational, that's your choice.
Yeah.
So that's a difference.
Flocka, why do you argue points that you already know are totally different? Never mind. Listen, even in the era of drill rap and stuff, it almost looks like to the law that people are using drugs to embolden them to go
Yes.
kill.
Yes. Yes.
So this drug use argument is never gonna work, dude.
Never gonna work.
You ain't even a shooter unless you high.
Right now, I think other things in those cases are taken into account. Like if it's somebody that has no history of drug use, has no history of violent crimes, maybe then they're going to look at you differently potentially. But that's not like
could've dodged the
that's not
premeditation,
a
though.
solid defense
wait,
for a
though, but he
violent
could-
crime.
No, but
Do you see this
I
dude's
was
face?
high.
Does he look like he's
Yeah.
dodging anything? This nigga's
No,
good.
but
Hey,
no, but he could have dodged the premeditation part of it. Though,
bro
right?
looked like he was,
got
he was
arrested
on a
for the
mission
Nene
that day.
song. Sentences-
That's my boy. He from
that's a Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy people. Soldier Boy people.
Yeah.
He go crazy.
Yeah. He had like an Adam, I think, interview like.
He was here about like what 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Flocko gonna put some
But nah, bro, if you got a choice to take a drug and a doctor prescribing you, that's two different things.
He could have at least dodged though, like the premeditation part of it, because I just don't see like you getting 30 years for like second or third degree.
Well, what's the nuance of the case that made it first degree?
Him and his cousin had like an argument, I think, and he shot his cousin.
Premeditation is determined by that basically like if if let's say
No, but if you're on drugs though, that's not premeditation.
if I piss off Trap Lord Ross, I say something insulting to Trap Lord Ross. He leaves the room, thinks about it for a second, comes back in and smokes me.
Yeah.
That's a premeditated murder. He thought
If you're
about
on
it.
drugs
That's-
though, then
it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're on
If he's
drugs though,
mostly-
then that's like right.
But you said he had an argument with his cousin?
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. He must be clinically ill then, because that's something for you to fight against. Especially where he in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Don't they got
It
stand
said
your ground law out
It
there?
said he tried to plead mental illness too, right?
Yeah.
If you go down to the bottom, it literally says he admitted to killing the dude.
Yeah, of course.
At that point, ain't no pleas of insanity.
Nah,
or
but
none
I
of
mean,
that.
what I'm saying is though, if they was having like a violent confrontation, then he has every right to do what he has to do.
Yeah, man.
But
you
who
see that?
knows? An argument ain't a violent conversation.
It says
I mean,
that
it could, it could get violent. Boy, I'll fuck you up. I'm about to fuck you up type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you walking towards me. Now I'm about to bust
But
on
if
you.
someone's coming at you with physical, this is what they're arguing about in Texas with the Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
It has to be equal force. And now if y'all struggling and then you pull a gun out and get him, yeah, that was in the heat of
And
battle.
those laws
but if you
change
guys
from
are,
state to state too.
they change from state to state. In Texas,
Right.
I mean, in Atlanta, their laws very similar.
Well,
you have to match force. You
Yeah.
can't just go from fist to gun.
Right.
Hey, so it said there, yeah, the rapper had been previously arrested in DeKalb County in 2020 after he was accused of driving 143 miles an hour on Interstate 85. And he was also charged the same year with trying to hit two people with a hatchet in their home in Los Angeles. So this guy definitely wasn't well, but like, bro, but what are we going to do? Say, yeah, you're insane. We're going to let you back out with the hatchet.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
Josh,
facts.
are you
That's
going
facts.
to, hey,
Type shit.
Josh,
Hell no.
Josh, are you going to do your damn job and tell Whack them to quiet down, or are you too scared? Yeah, right, like, because every time somebody talking there, you be like, hey, y'all need to
They
be quiet.
can't hear it on the microphone.
Yeah.
Sure, I can hear it.
Yeah,
But
It's-
I ain't
voice
gonna hold you,
suppression,
bro.
they can't hear
If he has these prior type of
Why
cases,
you being loud, bro?
hey, but if he has these type of prior cases, bro, then obviously it's either something wrong with him
He's just a degenerate.
or he just don't care. And you know, this could come from the success of a
But
song
who
like
pleads
that.
guilty to
and
30
it
years?
starts
That's
falling.
like, nigga, bro, give me the life, then, my nigga, because 30 is crazy.
I mean,
Once
Well,
these
you gonna take an L over 30?
30?
But he pled guilty with mental defect, right? So he's
Okay.
probably thinking, yo, I'm going to get the low on this. And they said,
they
nah.
gonna let him. They
said,
send
hell
him
no.
to what they might do is send him to like a different facility.
I've heard
He
that's
might not have
worse,
to go to
though, right?
prison. He might have to go to like some like weird shit smearing JCat place.
Hey,
Yeah, hell no.
listen, this is what happens. You take someone who's poor with a drug habit, right?
Yeah.
You give them money. Now they're rich enough to support the drug habit so they can stay high all the time. This is what every crackhead would be if they had enough money to just get high nonstop. They're gonna constantly do dumb shit because once they're able to meet their dope needs, now they go out into society and they operate 100% high. That is a drug addict's goal, to stay high all the time.
a
Once you
fact.
give them money,
He's not lying.
once you give
He's
them
not-
money,
he's not lying.
they're high all the
Yeah,
time.
totally.
You got Riddle in the building.
100%.
Well, Lush, you were somebody who had millions.
Yes,
at some
and I
point.
fucked it up because I
And
was
had-
on
had-
drugs.
I
Well, you
thought
said
that-
what?
Everything he
Wait,
said.
And
what?
when you have money, you high all the
You
time.
had what?
100%,
He had
millions of
millions-
dollars.
yeah.
And I
You
fucked-
had M's.
I was up about M and
So you telling me
yeah.
you spent the M on drugs?
No, but the
To get high.
Besides Chief Keef.
but the decisions that I made
Yeah.
were I wasn't operating
They
at my
fucked up.
highest
They fucked up the
frequency.
M.
You got
For
an
sure, I
M.
blew a lot of money. Yeah.
You got an M, but you still got your regular daily life expenses, rent, bills, all that.
Yeah.
But everything else you can spend on drugs. That's just gonna deplete your finances.
And not just spend on drugs, but the decisions you're making.
The decision making.
To prioritize
So
your
when you
like,
off drugs, you spending money on shit that you don't even care about.
dumbass shit.
Yeah,
you
I feel
me?
that.
Yeah, that's.
I
what
mean,
it
that's
was.
pretty much me
I've
when
had
I don't
homies
give
that
a
have
fuck.
blown a lot more money than that. A lot.
I know a dude who gave a girl
Shit.
$25,000 just to come over and let him snort crack out of her butt crack.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Coke.
Lush, what's the dumbest thing you done off the drugs with your money, man?
The dumbest shit.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Damn.
Let's go, Ross.
That.
Buy hella pussy.
No, the dumbest. So this is the real answer.
Yeah.
The dumbest decision that I made when I was up super tough was take out these things called merchant cash advance loans. Because I was although I had like personal liquidity, my business was on a downward trend and I needed some liquidity to get me through a certain time.
High interest loans.
High interest, very predatory
50%
loans, which wound up fucking
interest.
me.
But what was you taking them out
Right.
for? It was like, you was like, I need the cash now for what?
So I needed the cash now. No, because I had an event coming up, and like so.
Which is,
but like,
He took the, listen, let me tell you the truth.
that's insane.
No, I'm
dog.
gonna tell you, listen.
believe it or not, I was.
I'm trying to hear about the crazy bender, to be honest.
Oh,
but
crazy
yeah.
bender, like the dumbest shit I
Wait,
spent
Lush,
money on.
wait, Lush, look, this needs to be said. When you're on drugs, you have the money, but you want to spend your money on drugs, so you're going to get credit for all the other expenses. So he's like, I could pay for this out of my pocket, but that's going to deplete my drug fund. So let me go get a loan to pay for because I'm going to get the money back with the event. Then I can pay them back.
You're not wrong. I became a walking Ponzi scheme at a certain point.
Shout out to Brandon, bro. Brandon literally just dissected this and gave you the direct. That's
What's crazy too, though, right? About all of this is Lush still ain't learned his lesson because I asked Tropical Ross and Lush the same question.
Look at Lush.
Ross told me, boy, you better not take that fucking loan.
Yeah, facts.
Lush told
him to take the loan.
Nigga, take that shit, man.
He's trying to spread poison.
Man.
I didn't say that, but
I said, Lush,
But you don't have an addiction.
Yeah. No, but I did turn it down, right? Because it was
we
too
all
much
have.
money.
We all
I
have.
felt like bro, to me, like it just scary to even go in that much debt. You know, you feel me?
And also, bro, like when you got a business that's working, you got to keep that equity. Like you never know where you know what I'm saying. You never know where you're going to end up, how big you're going to be. So
No, and you're right. And my business credit was through the roof. That's how come I was able to qualify for the loans that I even received, and it completely. So I would advise. And you're right. Don't fucking take the fucking deal.
It comes with a lot of collateral.
Money. It comes with a lot of collateral.
But take the loan and buy real estate if it's that big of a loan.
Well, no, it wasn't like a loan. It was like a rev share,
advance, yeah.
right? So these huge companies now, are like trying to be like record labels now for like YouTubers. So they're like trying to like buy into like your
revenue.
Yeah, feel me?
Yeah, we know. It's kind of like a reverse mortgage.
No, it's the
like
same thing that when people are buying artist catalogs. Like you see like Future selling his catalog for 100 M's. Didn't Britney Spears do? There's a bunch of
Justin Bieber just did it, right?
It's really for people who are desperate for money.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Or like if you want to say it in a more in a different way, it's people that are used to a certain lifestyle and they want to continue to sustain it despite not having the same revenue coming in. So
well, they're making a gamble on your future value, right? And if you know your shit's going downhill, then it makes sense because you're selling them something for the high when you know it's going to go the low. But you, Flacco, you know it's going up. You know you're on a upward trajectory. So they're kind of making a calculation to basically buy you for the low.
I'm gonna be real, bro. Like 500,000 to me was a lot.
They didn't know you was African. They thought you was African American because an African American would have took that shit, boy.
Shit,
we would have went and bought a Maybach.
I mean, real though, bro. Like,
he was gonna buy the Lambo, sure.
I mean, real though, bro. I considered the 5 because, like, to me, it's like that's, bro. Like, if it's 5 for like 35% of my revenue over a span of like 72 months,
you're gonna make more than that, man.
Yeah, but
but you have an LLC.
But you take the
sign the contract as an LLC, then bankrupt that shit, Chapter 11 that shit.
It was
Here this guy goes.
The walking Ponzi just gave you another skill.
What you saying?
The thing is,
I'm not wrong.
You got the formula.
No, that's a great formula.
He got the formula.
But that's what Donald Trump would have did.
Yeah.
But
Thank you, Brandon. The first time you fucking took accountability.
Bankrupt them. Yeah, he did that with his casino in Jersey. But what I would say is, if you are going to, if you take the 5 M's, the social media game.
No. 500,000.
Okay, 500,000.
5 M's. I would have taken that 5 M's, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, I would have said take 5 M's, but that's a different equation.
First of all,
I'll take 5 M's.
If you ever come up on some big money,
5 M's?
5 M's for sure.
No, today.
Wack is leaving the building, y'all.
Peace out. See you later.
Wack was in here with Brandon, man. That was a live. Y'all seen that live right now, by the way.
You need a bigger shirt.
Hey, hold on. Wack, come here. Wack. He said you need a bigger shirt. Come here. We got to talk about it. Come on. Come here, Wack. Hold on. Let's look at Wack's shirt. Come here, Wack. Come on, Wack. Brandon, stand up. Brandon, stand up. Come on, Brandon, stand up.
Okay, his shirt, a shirt like that. Feel me?
Who need?
Fits him well. Yeah.
Who need the bigger shirt?
Yeah.
Look at Brandon's titties compared to Wax.
Look at Brandon's shirt. Hey, hold on. Look at. Oh hell no. Look at the picture screen.
Brandon got some titties.
Hey, Josh, you out of here.
Brandon has like no
Josh,
booty.
you fired for that, bro.
Like at all. Brandon has like no butt.
Josh.
Like,
what the?
like
what was that, bro?
I like that. I like that.
Hey,
right,
Like fake tits.
right, because he's that size,
Hey,
but he has
yo.
like no butt, like at all.
Y'all boys.
I ain't looking, bro. I ain't looking, bro.
I gotta
Why
look
you
at the
looking,
chat. I
bro?
know the chat going crazy.
Coming like Silento, bro.
He needs some ass.
Yeah, like
Get a BBL.
Yeah, like, bro. Brandon
Get a BBL.
has like
He got no ass.
has a like.
Bro, y'all
And
boys
for the
is
record,
crazy.
Flacco is the expert in judging his co.
Brandon has
Big
like a white
recoil.
man butt. Like it's weird. Like
Bro,
it's like
these
it's pushed
niggas
up.
is
It's
crazy.
It's flat.
You heard it here first.
Flacco, stop, man.
we
Stop.
on,
Right?
Stop while you're
You
ahead, man.
are gay.
Y'all want to talk about
Hey,
Wayne?
listen, man.
And you're
Pride
not
Month.
afraid
I've heard worse. You feel me?
Hey, you guys want to hear something hilarious? Y'all could laugh at me about.
What's up?
So when we walked up to the protest, right before we started filming it, we found our parking
Man, this
spot.
nigga whack
We're
is loud
walking
as
up.
shit.
Apparently, there's a huge Pride event, I guess, right
Oh,
next to
wow.
where the
In Long
protest
Beach?
was at. No, this is in L.A.
Oh, boy.
And as we're walking up, to
Why
start
you always got to
filming,
bring up the city?
No, because there was a private event in Long
the
I know,
first,
but goddamn,
No, but
bro,
listen,
don't
you
let
guys-
them know that.
You guys can make fun of me.
We
for
don't talk
this.
about them things.
Okay.
You guys can make fun of me.
You
for this.
realize you were at the wrong event when you went to the protest. And you were like, oh shit, I
He-
was
he
gonna
was
get
at the
shot.
right event.
The first person to recognize me
Okay.
was some gay white dude.
We know that.
Shirtless, With a
We
bunch
know
of
that.
fucking rainbow beads. Bro, run up. He's all, Lush, what's up, dude? I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? He's all, yeah, man, it's so great that you're here. I think he's
not
talking
really
about the protest.
a shocker.
I'm not done yet. Then he says, Happy Pride, bro. And I was like,
Hey!
We already knew that, Lush. You didn't have
and I
to.
was like,
Wait, hold
Happy
on.
Pride.
What?
Did you hug him or did you dap
I
him?
dapped him up. You
You
feel
hugged
me?
him.
Yeah, I
Right,
dapped him
you
up.
got this
Have you ever
You got all
been
I
that.
sucked him off, bro.
You got-
I sucked him off. That's what I did.
Probably did.
You feel me? I sucked him off.
Lush,
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Pride?
I performed at gay events before. I performed
Ross?
at Pride. That shit was lit, too.
You tripping.
Swear to God.
I ain't gonna hold you. Them things pay a lot, but
That shit was lit.
You been
I'm
to a
gonna
Pride
hold-
before?
no.
I
They got
performed
a
at
party
gay
in Long
event.
Beach, and
That shit
I
is
never
lit.
went.
Shouts to all
listen,
the
it's
gay
not,
fans.
it's nothing about.
Flacco, you'd love it.
Yeah, Flocka, there'd be a lot of ass for you to look at.
Nah, that's
if
come
he
on
ain't
now,
got
bro.
enough,
Man, listen,
you
bro.
see the booty you
It's
like
nothing
out
against
there.
it, because honestly,
I
it'd be a
never
lot.
went,
It'd be a
but
lot
I
of
don't
women at Pride
Bro,
events. To keep it 100,
I don't want to. I didn't want to blow
it'd
the
be
spot.
a lot of
but
women, but I ain't gonna hold you like,
Nah,
bro.
bro, but how do you tell they're women?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I
You
just
feel me? And that's
listen.
why you
I
don't
look
wanna
out the
go,
window. I see women.
Yeah.
But I stay away from them type
Yeah.
of things because, I mean, they already be saying I look at androgynous and all type of shit. So you feel me, bro? I don't want to give no more input to what they
It's gonna
say.
be on your.
Come on, man. What's going on, man? Let's go to number 8. Let's talk about number 8.
Here, have y'all heard? Well, the act topic is also in the title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So no. Let's go to the second one because like that's in the title.
Let's do it then.
So TDE confronted act. Have y'all heard this?
Yeah, I seen a little video
I heard
about it. I heard about it.
I heard about it.
So Ack was supposed to come to the show in Inglewood, but that was like during the week, and he ain't want to come during the week. He wanted to come like during the weekend. So thank God for these Inglewood dudes that Akademiks, because I'll be real, if Ack would have came to like Inglewood,
I mean,
and the TDE niggas who are from Inglewood would have allowed that, bro, Ack would have been Teflon Don of the internet.
but Act knew, but
Right?
also Act knew though.
What knew what?
Nah, I'm not doing no LA Kendrick shows. I'll go to Detroit.
No. Ack had like his like ticket and like his sweet book, but he just couldn't like you feel me come because it was during the week.
Act knew.
But okay, is it fair to assume there is a chance? There is a chance
What?
that maybe he didn't attend as a result of.
Maybe
I would
him
say
knowing
that.
better.
Maybe
I honestly
There
would
is
say
a
that.
chance.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge.
cool, but
that.
I don't know, right? No, but though Ack went to the show in Detroit because he said, "Yo," because Absol was woofing
Mhm.
about how when he see him, he gonna slap him.
Mhm.
So Ack was like, "All right, I'm coming to see what that temperature about."
Hold on, just to pause you right there.
Yes,
Just
sir.
in the defense of Ab has not been on none of them shows. He's never been.
No,
a
Ab was
performer.
there at the Detroit show.
Absol was there.
Yes,
He was there.
yeah,
I'm about to call Absol in a minute.
yeah, yeah. Well, again,
Call him right now.
according to Ack,
Let me see.
you feel me? And Ab was right, and Absol was there, right?
He's probably
right?
not gonna want to talk to you, but
I'm gonna text him first.
Yeah.
Right? So, Ack came to Detroit to see what that temperature was about. And according to Ack, niggas was nice. Right? They was trying to have a
Ops be
conversation.
nice, like Conrad said.
No, he said Dave Free was trying to have a conversation. You had Anthony Sala trying to, you feel me, have a conversation. That's what, and Ack says, I don't even know who Anthony Sala is, but apparently like he's a manager for one of the artists.
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, right? But Ack said, yo, that they was super friendly, super nice, trying to have
I mean-
conversations after threatening to slap niggas on the internet.
But I
So,
mean, listen, one person's threat doesn't create the crowd.
I don't
It's not
know,
a crowd
bro.
control.
No,
For
there-
one,
to
and
be- to be
for two-
fair,
no,
to
but
be
let's
fair.
but let's be real though. Like, what would TDE look like punching on Akademiks?
Well,
and Ack told a nigga, your wife was a side chick to this bum ass nigga.
You talking about K-Dot?
No. Ab. Ack told Ab, when I see you, if you even look froggy, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you.
why is Ab a bum though?
Hold on. Obviously, Ab's not a bum.
Yeah,
but
no, but I'm saying,
so
why?
did-
But why?
No. Act says Absol's wife was a side chick to a bum ass nigga called.
Okay, so did Act and Ab run into each other?
Now, from the story that Act told, Act said, and I know, and he was talking about me to slap me online, but when I looked in his eyes, it looked like he was like mad passionate about this. So for that thing, I think Act was talking about Absol, but let's just play real quick. Skip like, just like rewind.
That is so insulting to me. I know how big I get. So I'm like, what?
No, just rewind to
Please don't.
Okay, perfect.
Exactly what Anthony said. But at first he was kind of like, I felt like he was almost asking me like, yo, bro, like, why are you doing us like that? And I was just like,
this is Dave Free, by the way, talking to Act.
And I was asking him, I'm like, yo, you do understand I've been doing this for a long time. You understand my POV was going to lie a certain way. What do you mean? Get to a point where eventually even says, like, bro, how much is he paying you for this? And I'm so stupid. In the moment, I'm thinking, wait, you think Drake paid me to come here? What the fuck? So I think I said, nigga, nobody knows I'm coming here. Even Drake, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what do you think Drake would pay me to go to a concert? What the fuck? No, then he said, no. I'm like, pay you for for all of this shit that you're saying. And I'm like, huh? He's like, bro, I want to know what you're getting from this. And that's who I think he's a smart businessman. But that's when I was just like, wait, they thought Drake bought me? I've never been more insulted in my life. I've never been more insulted in my life, Chad. Nevertheless, I told him, I said, brother, let me just be honest with you. Most of the people I've supported the most in hip-hop, they've never given me a dime, including Drake. That's not how it works. I said, I'm in media. And I said, this is the reason why you do your thing. You do a great job managing, whatever. I'm in media. My job is not to extort artists. We make and I'd be offended by when people say that. Brother, do I look broke? Like, when y'all see me, I'm dripping in diamonds. Like, I got the cars. What the fuck? Why do y'all think a rapper could buy me? I shit on rappers. Not saying I can shit on Dot or Drake. When it comes to, nigga, 99% of these rappers don't got what I got. That is so insulting to me. I know how big I get. So I'm like, what? Please don't insult me like that. So I explained to him I've been doing this for a long time. For a very long time. And the idea that I could be paid to say or think or move like is absolutely ludicrous. What I did explain to him, though, my platform, it benefits us every time we're the center of everything. And he mentioned, Dot mentioned you. Dot could have went crazy. He didn't go crazy. And I said, I know. I pointed that out many times. But the idea that I'm getting paid by either side, and by the way, I'm not insinuating that's how they move or that's how they operate with people in the media. I'm not saying that. But I just have to speak for me. I tell him, as long as my platform is in the mix of everything, I always win. Win, lose, or draw. I always win. Other than Dot, the biggest winner of the battle was Big Ack. I don't know.
Why does nigga sound like Stephen A. Smith?
No.
Hey, he's an idiot for that one, though. The biggest winner in the battle besides Dot, Ack.
No. Right. So then and as he continued, he talk about how and he pretty much he told him, we can get it on, right? Because he had dudes they feel me, and over there, dudes over here. Because they felt like Act showed up for that, and Act nah, bro, this shit ain't personal to me, right? So then they kind of squashed their beef.
Flacco, do you feel like there's any credence to Akademiks being compromised media?
I don't think so, right? Nah, right? Because I feel like, no, bro, here, okay, listen, right? So look, it's if, for example, right, if Act,
you're fucking rude.
Again, Act loves Drake, right? So if Act likes his favorite rapper, and his favorite rapper is, let's say, is in a rap beef, and he feels like, this favorite rapper made the better song, and everybody else is hearing, Dot made a better song, but bro, Act is bro, I can't fake it. Drake is my favorite rapper. I just prefer him more. So when I hear, bro, like Family Matters. I just see that as a better song than Not Like Us. So I feel like that's where maybe like a bias may lie because Ak enjoys Drake music more. So when he has to compare between Family Matters and like Not Like Us, he's probably going to choose it, right?
Nah, because Ak, first of all, you asked the wrong person that question. Because he's trying to be like a little mini academic. So of course he's going to fall on that
You
side.
feel like he's compromising?
100%. Because if we know anything about the culture of hip hop, it's been forever where back in the day, people used to pay radio stations to play their music.
Yeah.
So it would not be out of the realm of reality for Drake to pay Ak, who's like one of the biggest in the game, if not the biggest, to speak kindly of him and everything he does. Nobody loves everything about anybody, right? And then when he acts like, I got cars, I got this, I got that, bro, the media is for sale. If Drake comes to this dude with $3 million, he would be an idiot not to take it because as we know in social media, there are ups and downs. You're going to hit a rough patch. This guy's a 100% liar.
You
on
think
top
Drake
of
paid him?
yes, for sure. And I don't think that Family Matters, though. I love Drake, and I think Drake is a better artist than Kendrick Lamar. Family Matters is not better than Not Like Us.
Well, Not
That's
Like Us
just
clearly
a true
resonated.
statement.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Yeah, but there's no proof.
I think
though,
Ak is reacting off him. That's his favorite artist. So naturally, when your favorite artist makes a song, you gravitate towards it more. Family Matters to me was a great diss track, but culturally and impactful wise, Not Like Us was the one.
Yeah.
Period.
And,
also,
and
too,
when you
bro,
say
like,
stuff like that, it makes me think you've been bought out.
No, and it don't make sense too, right? Because for example, right? For example, bro, if Drake is paying Ak, then Drake is doing a bad job. Because Ak was on live stream, rapping certified lover boy, certified, you feel me, like pedophile. Ak has exposed Drake's secrets as well. Ak has even said on stream at some point, nigga, fuck you, because him and Drake was beefing at the time. So I'm saying, like, there's no type of proof or evidence that I can point to. It feels like though what Ak is probably going through and what some people go through in terms of like the bloggers is there are groups and sections within hip hop media, right? There's like the people like the Screwface Gene and the others. They're obviously on a particular side that's like anti-Ak, Vlad, Adam, etc., right? Right. So hence is once, right? And they probably hate people like Drake and Party Next Door and Ak, and they just identify them as the same. So with Ak, it's more so like, now it kind of feels like war low key, right? Because like these niggas here all group the same, and these niggas are responsible for attacking me, doxing me, lying about me, leaking shit, all in the name of K-Dot. So I feel like with Ak, Drake is not paying him, right? Like Ak
it's more a personal thing.
Yeah, right. Like again, Ak is giving his real opinion on Drake and Kendrick, but in terms of like the other shit, when he like just let's say DJ Head and other niggas, he just sees that as, oh, these niggas is on a side that I don't fuck with.
Bro, and let's be honest, 90% of the media in this instance have been dick riding for free. They've been choosing a side and pushing stringently on behalf of that and not giving a fuck for free.
But when they pay the top dogs. The rest of the dudes follow. The media follows each other.
That's true as well.
So if the top dog, you buy the head of the snake, the rest of the tail follows. What I'm telling you is this. You act like you never heard of a fake beef before. Family Matters, no one brought Drake to the Super Bowl to perform Family Matters. Let's just start there. Second of all, this guy, Akademiks, can do a fake beef with Drake. He said it himself. He was like, no matter what side we fall on, it's good. You know, there's no such thing as bad publicity. But when something is trendy, like when the sentiments were like F Drake, Akademiks had to be like F Drake because what was the basis of F Drake? PDF file.
He would have to show.
So if he would have stood with Drake,
this was 3 years ago.
Wait a minute. If he would have stood with Drake, people would have said, "Oh, you're standing with a PDF file," because that was the narrative. So it just made sense. He's just playing chess. This guy is a liar. He's getting paid by Drake and any other artist who will give him money.
Drake 3 years ago, by the way.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, no, that does change the context.
That doesn't mean anything.
During the battle, he was still silent, saying, "Hey, bro, I don't believe that Drake is a pedophile." And even Dave Free and them told that. We don't believe that Drake is a pedophile. It was just a battle, right?
Right.
But, again, bro, like to say that Akademiks is compromised is to say that like DJ Head and these other people who are completely pro Kendrick.
But you know,
too.
but people are saying that
that's
though.
a little different because
No,
DJ Head and them are under like a major umbrella. Act's independent, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. People are saying that with Head too, because that got an umbrella. They do their own thing.
For sure, but that actually
neither is compromised though. Head just likes what he likes, act likes what he likes.
Exactly.
Right. At the end of the day, I agree with that, but I think that there's definite people are having a real hard time calling it down the middle and seeing beyond the scope of their bias. Like
I can see that.
across the board.
I could understand if it was like a truly East Coast artist. Yeah, he's just.
But his sensibilities.
This dude is from Toronto.
You're right. But his sensibilities as an artist caters way more to not only the East Coast but Midwest and Greater America as a whole.
Ak is way too smart to co-sign anybody on his platform without getting something in return. This guy's not a dummy.
Bro.
This guy's not a dummy. So I don't believe, bro.
What?
Okay, how does? Okay,
Why? Explain.
He likes way more artists than just Drake. Why doesn't he talk about them as fondly?
He does.
This fool is
Kyle Rich. With pause. Listen, bro.
I'll say smaller artists.
Kyle
He
Rich.
shouted out Drex the Joint. He was like, "Oh, this Drex the Joint song is hard."
Those are just
People don't
those are
that's
shout
a
outs
super
because that's
regional
who's-
LA artist.
Listen,
And he interviewed Drex the Joint afterwards.
those are just people whose name is buzzing at the moment.
Not really.
Versus
Drex
a
didn't even have,
continuous
like-
glaze. This
Kyle
is a
Rich. He plays
continuous-
Kyle Rich song
When's the
on
last
every
time-
live stream, though,
okay,
bro.
Tell me this. When is the last time this dude mentioned Drex the Joint?
I mean, probably.
He plays Kyle Rich band on every live stream, bro.
I get it. Okay. I'm
he
asking
still
a
loves-
simple
So what?
question.
No, the answer is this: what obligation does a journalist have to promote an artist beyond the scope of what
They
they're
don't-
feeling at the moment?
they have no-
Just, him just even giving him that mention.
They have
was
no
dope.
obligation. What I'm telling you is clearly there's some type of payola coming from Drake to this guy.
Was it
There's some
payola in
incentive.
2013 when Akademiks and us was in fucking Skype with 100 niggas watching, still glazing Drake in 2013, 2011? No, right? Again, we've been here with 100 niggas in our live stream on Skype just kicking it, right? Where nobody was saying, "Oh, he's
hard to follow."
Right?
Bro, 1000%. But in addition
Was it
to that,
payola back then, though, when he had 100 niggas watching him while still
here's
talking
the
about
thing.
Drake?
Like
No, right?
Out here, you're pretty much under pressure if you're not on Kendrick's side.
Duh.
People are gonna like press you over that shit. Like
Even the nature of live streaming dictates that you kind of attach yourself to whoever's hot. If I'm talking to 100 people about Drake, that makes sense because talking about Drake is going to do what? Bring more people to the stream.
But that shows is sorry. But that shows that him liking Drake is not payola because he was doing it for free for years, right?
In
Yeah,
addition to that,
I don't think Drake paying him.
No,
but I think they definitely got a mutual relationship.
Listen,
I definitely think they talk on the phone more than Act talks to Kendrick.
Yes,
so obviously
yes.
his bias is
He might
it's
have
a
a
sense of
vested
bias.
interest in him.
Yeah, it's a sense of bias for sure. But I don't think it's no payola.
Drake might give him more access.
That
that
too.
might be beneficial
That too.
for his.
But I don't think it's.
all
But I don't
that
think no
is
payola though.
Maybe no payola.
That's a difference than payola, though.
But that's still incentive.
Like, but think
it's
about this.
incentive,
All right, but think
it's a
about
clear
this.
distinction between
Drake
payola.
has
That's a
did
strong
things in the
word.
past to help academics.
Yes,
do
but
his
when
career.
But when you use
have we
words
ever
like,
seen Act
but
talk
that's
to Kendrick?
across the board for all media
I
personalities.
don't think so. No.
We've never seen Act talk to Kendrick.
No.
We've never seen Kendrick even interact with Act. So yes, it's probably a bias within that.
Look, but the bias goes both ways. Check this out. Me, as a hip hopper, trying to call things down the middle. Before Not Like Us dropped, I was the first person on this podcast and in podcasting in general who was very vocal about Kendrick needs to do a West Coast style diss track. Fuck
We all
this
said
fucking,
that. We all said that.
Yeah, I said it very vocally and loud. And I was like, right now, Drake got the ups. The burden is on Kendrick. Da-da-da-da.
Right now at this moment.
No. This is prior to Not Like Us dropping. You feel me?
When he
I
was doing
said-
the alien music.
Correct. When he's doing Euphoria, great records. But
Which, by the way, Euphoria actually is better
like I
than
just
Not
said,
Like Us
I
to
just-
me. By the way.
lyrically, you feel me? But it's still a coffee house record. Not Like Us is a West Coast. I'm who riding. I'm banging on you, motherfucker.
Drake
You a
was dumb to respond
pedophile.
back in general.
Shut the fuck up. Like I would say all that, right? So then this fool, I had West Coast OGs. You feel me? Hitting me up on Twitter like, oh, what side is you on? What side? I'm on the side of hip hop. I'm on the side of what's dope. But people are gonna pressure you. If you're from the West, you have to have this opinion.
That's a
So
fact.
it goes both
I have a
ways.
question for you.
It goes both ways.
I have a
Payola
question for you.
aside.
How sweaty are your armpits right now? I'm
Oh,
seeing
these
some stains.
these
They're a
guys
little bit-
They're a little bit
They're a little
cheesy.
activated right now.
This
These
nigga
guys
is
are
dripping.
crazy.
It's not even a stank thing.
Hey man,
It's
so
like-
look,
No, I'm
do you
not
think
saying stank,
do
just
you think
perspiration.
Ack is getting paid?
No.
Do you think Ack is getting paid?
No chance.
So
You
the-
do?
Ack.
Getting
the
paid?
demon. I think he's getting paid for sure.
Yeah, I actually don't.
You just said he didn't though.
No, he-
No,
he been saying he
I
did. He been saying he
entertained
did.
the idea that he wasn't.
But what you just brought up, exactly. So there's not. So you convict him on that.
Well,
The
leave a
jury's gonna
little
say
bit of
guilty?
something to the imagination, unless you don't got to freaking try everything in court. It's just an opinion. Nigga, sit back.
All right. With that being said,
Brandon's sweaty and wants to get out of here.
No, I'm
Yeah.
trying. Look, I don't want to get pit sweat like him.
I'm
God
willing
damn.
to sacrifice my armpits for the culture.
Let's talk about the super chat.
Let's read our members.
What we starting that with?
We got Oxwell Talk. We got P4K Peasy.
Oh, boom,
we
boom,
got
Jay
Jay Davis,
Glenn Allen, Jonathan Patterson,
Yep.
Charles Jeffrey, aka
I wish
Chucky,
I could see, man.
Drea the Virgo. Come on.
Adam Bun. That sounds like a porno name, by the way. Adam Bunnell. Okay, here go the first comment. Brandon and Lush. No Jumper political show. Do it bi-weekly, bi-monthly. Brandon is positive role model for the No Jumper. Young and Eggers.
These dudes are not that young.
Hey, you know what?
Everybody losing their hair in this bitch. How young could they be?
I'm with
Except
that.
for three, sis.
Except for this
I'm
guy.
with all that except for pause on the
Korean
word
blood coming
bye.
through.
Come on, man. Asian
Yeah,
don't
pause
raise
on the
and black
word
don't
bye.
crack.
Other than that,
Brandon's bussies busting out, he's making Flacco thighs look good.
you guys are wild.
Wow.
Hey, dude, I get my thighs from my mom, but you're definitely looking at my cock. That's gay.
Y'all better put some aside Aziz said, y'all better put some respect, I guess, on Pharaoh Flacco.
Facts.
Acting like Frederick Jala ain't his real name. Lush knows better than to disrespect the Jala name.
It's a fact.
Oh, Lush.
That's
That's
a
a
fact,
Sagana.
fool. I want no
Come
smoke
on,
with
man.
the Jalas.
You don't want no part of that community, man. Just admit
No, I
that
want
the
a part of the community. I just don't
AZ
want
says,
smoke.
just admit that the reason Flacco doesn't want to be around the people he talks about is because he's a coward and a weirdo. What you got to say about that, Flock?
I got nothing to say about it. Feel me?
You're going to have to box somebody out before you.
All right, good luck.
That was essentially Brandon's argument for the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
AZ again, another AZ. Flacco is not your boss, Brandon. He has no power at no jumper. Stop letting that oversized auntie looking goofy talk over you.
I didn't know.
I thought they was talking fair, man. I don't know. Okay, we got Wolf. Every time Flacco gets exposed for anything, you sound dumb, right?
He read the stutter.
That's scammers.
He read, look, he's squinting this shit.
That's my brother, dog.
got a lot better. Let's
You
be honest.
No, Flacco, all that money
Down
you
right
got,
now.
you ain't got LASIK.
And he acts like his lies aren't literally
bro,
on
my
video.
glasses broke. I'm going to get like a new one today.
You know they have surgery where they could fix that shit.
Yeah.
LASIK.
I'm not trusting no
Hey, don't trust it, bro. Get some glasses.
No, dude,
You might
LASIK.
go completely blind.
I
bro.
haven't heard one complaint.
Man, go look at them reviews.
There's so many jokes I want to make.
I can
right
see
now.
through
I'm just
people's
gonna keep
underwear
my
now.
mouth shut.
All right, we got Smack Pack. Flacco, do you still cosplay as a rainbow flag man on the internet? Is that why you don't like Rich Grinder? Did y'all meet in the past? And where are your YouTube plaque?
I like this narrative. I'm not gonna.
Okay,
lie.
so they say that he had his black belt trophies. Where's your YouTube plaque?
What the fuck? He got the plaque.
What? No, right? I heard like that narrative from like a few YouTubers. I guess they're saying like if you don't have the YouTube plaque, that means that your views or subscribers is fake.
Mhm.
I can
Personally,
say-
I can say they real because I didn't seen the chat.
No. I just say, hey man, keep thinking what y'all thinking, bro.
They
Feel me?
send it whether
Feel
your
me?
followers are real or
Feel me?
fake.
Hey, bro.
They send it no matter what.
Hey, listen.
But I would think you got to
Hey,
pay
listen.
more to get that.
Huh?
You order it.
Yeah, you have to. You do
Yeah,
have to
right.
order
Hey,
it.
hey.
They don't
listen,
give a damn. They
Listen,
want your money.
I say, hey, bro, keep thinking what you're thinking, right? Because, bro, listen, yo, because me is like once I've elevated to a like particular point. I mean, listen, man.
I mean, what do you care?
I don't really,
Exactly.
like care about what they gotta say for me.
All right, here we go. Blanche from the Bay. Yo, Flacco, check your check your DM, Flacco.
Who?
Check your DM.
Okay.
Ace Vane. Brandon Close cutting off circulation to his brain. Okay. Smack
Oh.
Pack. Whack, when you gonna stop running from JD's? Bet you leave so you don't have to answer this. All right, well, so contrary to this, Whack left before we read these, so I guess that don't count.
Yeah.
They know what the fuck
Ace
they
Vane
do.
again. Brandon, how you a black belt but your t-shirt got you in a chokehold? That's low-key funny. Actually, you do jujitsu.
Yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Okay, there it is, right there. All right.
Kung Fu, motherfucker.
Sticks, Stones, LA.
No, read Ace man. Brandon's voice is deep until he squeezes into the vacuum suit.
I didn't see that one. Oh, no.
Bro roasted me.
Nah, but Ace has a really big YouTube channel. He has
That's cool.
Shout out to Ace, man.
He has like 500,000 subscribers.
Shout out to Ace Vane going crazy.
Six of Stones. Shout out to bro Brandon TF, Long Beach for sure. You already know the East Side in the building. All right, we got Big Guy Mine. Brandon is honest. I respect how he says it to your face. Respect. Okay. Six of Stones again. Dims wouldn't let ICE into the jail, so ICE is on the streets deporting and rounding people up on the streets. I support it. Brandon is right.
Yes.
ICE into the
Shout out to
jails
Sticks
is
and
a
Stones LA. Go buy that merch.
Interesting concept.
You're next,
right
we need due process
King,
then, Sticks and
King
Stones.
Miles 88. Anyone versus Brandon. No, anyone is better than Brandon. All right. I mean, they on
He's
you, Brandon.
divisive.
Brandon
That's
actually
good.
said it too. He's the most hated man in America right now. It's looking like it right now.
We skipped that $10 super chat. Josh, you don't like $10?
It was nothing there, but shout out to Gaming Ninja YouTube, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for the $9.99. What is we on?
The money is the comment.
Okay, here we go. Another one. Brandon, please stop finding ways to incorporate Almighty in your rants. It's borderline pathetic at this point.
When did I bring up
He did a
Almighty?
good job today. He didn't say anything today.
This dude's just been saying
In fact,
shit.
this was the first time he was mentioned Free Almighty.
Okay.
No.
John Ether. I want that fade with Brandon, but I like his takes.
Thank you.
John Ether again. Brandon is not from Compton. He got to be from Chino Hills.
I agree.
I can see Brandon being from Chino
That
Hills.
is true. I am not from Compton.
Yeah, I agree.
I can see you being from Chino, bro.
I used to
I
keep
agree
a
with
horse
both
in Chino.
parts of the statement.
Chino cool. I like Chino. Just smell like cow shit.
That's where Snoop lived? Or he live in Dr.
Yes.
Barbara?
Nah, he left now. But nah, he gone. He out of there. It smell like cow shit in
Brandon
Chino.
get
But I
the
like Chino Hills,
freaking-
man. Shout out to Chino Hills.
I used to keep horses in Chino, so it does smell like
Bro,
cow
you was
shit.
riding a horse before?
How far is Chino from
Hell
It's in
nah.
the IE. It's near Pomona.
Yeah, you just buy a bigger horse.
Nah.
That's
Bro,
a-
what was you riding? A stallion?
that's
Nah,
Black
like
stallion?
the horses,
Nice,
the height, 16 hands.
You
I had a
buy
horse that was
horses
like
in
1,600 pounds.
God damn.
So
Nah,
Snoop
Brandon, they look
Dogg
like
got
you
a
wrestle
good
horses,
record.
brother.
Huh?
Look at them arms, dog. My boy Brandon be putting horses in headlocks.
Chino Hills.
All right, man. I think that's it for the
It's
for the super chats.
More affordable.
M's.
With that being said,
are we done?
We appreciate y'all. You feel me? We're
I
gonna be
do.
back.
Before we leave, I do want to talk about the Lil Wayne album. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh.
Hey. Dude, check it
I'll
out.
be
Can
real,
I
bro.
say this real quick? Shh.
Check
Man,
it
you
out.
better say it, bro.
Check it out. I seen a girl yesterday. She was fine, fool.
Mm-hmm.
She had hella Carter 6. You feel me? She was thick as a motherfucker. She had hella Carter 6. You feel me?
What does that mean?
It means the album is ass. You feel
this-
me?
And he
It means the
Now
album
listen,
is
when y'all say it's
Took-
ass,
took,
do you think the
internet
lyrical
meme.
content is ass, or do you think the
No,
beat
he
selection
could-
is ass?
He could rap really good, but he's super out of touch.
Yeah, I just think the beat selection was ass. I think he needs a better choice of producers. I think he needs a better A&R too. You gotta think about it. That's Wayne. I think he has his hands on everybody in the rap game.
Part. He's way more relevant than I gave him credit for. I thought,
30,000. I mean, that's great for
which
him.
is really fucking
Yeah,
good.
I thought he was gonna do like 60
Type
90.
shit, right?
Yeah.
130,000 first week is great. But also too though, when
Imagine
like,
if it was a good album, he could have done $500,000
I
easily.
think we did it 250.
no, but like I've seen people put like the verses on different beats, and I'm like, yo, this shit slap.
That's what I'm saying. It was his beat
I
selection.
don't know if it's
And
Bro,
the feature selection, it seems very
Bro,
contrived.
Wayne- listen,
feel me? You got
Wayne-
Jelly Roll on there. No diss to Jelly Roll, but come on, bro. Like,
But I'm saying Wayne should have
super
had
contrived.
Young Boy feature. Wayne
Drake.
should have had obviously a
That's
Drake
what
and
I'm
Nicki
saying.
Minaj
He could
feature.
exactly.
It doesn't sound like it doesn't
well, like he has a
seem
Nicki
like
feature now.
Is it
The
rapper?
Big X feature was tight.
The Big Ass was dope. What'd you say?
it doesn't
He
seem
has a Nicki feature in like on a bonus.
Bro, we need that for the real album. I'm tired of this bonus package stuff. That's just to boost up the sales, I think.
Go ahead.
it doesn't seem like Wayne was in total control of like who was featured.
Mhm.
You know, he's kind of spending most of his time doing drugs.
And he does say he
So-
doesn't know
so
what's going on.
They kind of just he's that guy. He's like Beyonce. They just call him and tell him to show up. Show up
Here
at
we
this
go.
time, spit a bar. These people have reached a point in their career where where everything is like almost like on autopilot.
It is autopilot.
Just show
I feel that.
up because at the end of the day, Wayne wants to get high. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to figure out a way to produce albums and music with Wayne while he can get high. So he probably tell him, look, hit him between 2 and 3 or 2 and 5. And if you miss that window, or Wayne, we got to just get you in at 6 a.m. before you start getting on the shit. And they're just bringing them in and then they're adding stuff to it. It's watered down because it's watered down.
So you heard the album?
Yeah, I listened to 2
What'd you think
songs.
about it?
I just listened to 2 songs only.
Oh shit!
I don't even know
I
the
mean, that
name.
lets
It's
me
not
know.
compa-
I
a lot
listened to
of
it
the-
on the
a
way
lot-
to the studio.
No, I would
here
argue a
to
good
try to have
portion-
points about it,
Points, yeah.
but it just sounds like ass.
That's what I'm
Facts.
saying.
Fuck out.
Like,
Now, but
here's
did
the
you
thing.
did you hear the
Yeah,
lyrical
yeah,
content?
okay.
It didn't
And them two
sound
songs?
like from what I listened to.
Mhm.
It didn't really sound like Pinnacle Wayne.
I think half the
It
streams are
sound like
people
drugs
hate
are taking a
listening.
toll on that man's
I
ability.
think half the
to
streams
rap.
are people that heard it was whack.
I know it's a
and
bad
wanna
album,
hear how
right?
trash it was.
Right? I knew that it was a bad album when I got done listening and couldn't name 3 songs after listening.
That's what I'm saying. I can't even remember.
Like,
my playlist went to
Right?
like
Name 3
Snow Allegra or
songs, like-
something.
Every single time I talk about this album or talk to anybody about this, have a debate, the only thing they bring up is Big X the Plug.
That's the best part of the album.
Yeah, and I'm saying like
And the
for
most
Big
in
X the
touch.
Plug
Nah,
to be
Big Sean verse was better than Big X.
Big Sean was on the album.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that, but
Oh my
for,
God.
but every time I hear about this, it's Big X the Plug, and every time I mean for Big X the Plug to be the standout on a Carter album.
Nah, Big Sean's the standout though.
I don't know, bro.
Nah, but like he looks way more like actually hip for putting Big X the Plug. It's like, oh,
No, I think
wow,
that's a good
you're
look, but I'm
some-
saying
it
though,
is. Like,
but,
you're like,
but
you
for
look
Big
tapped
X
in.
the Plug to be the
For
standout
sure.
on a Carter album,
yeah, that's
a bad.
shows
That's
the
not.
level we're
That's
at.
a bad look.
Hey, speaking of Big X, shout out to Big Flex, the comedian, for putting money on Crip Mac's books. Thank you.
Who's Big Flex?
He's a comedian. He's on Instagram. Big Flex.
Okay.
This guy, I guess he has some contact with Crip Mac. Crip Mac needed money on his books. Bro sent him some bread. I just want to say thank you to that dude. Like,
Let's all put $55 on Crip.
let's not, but let's thank Big Flex for doing it.
Let's not.
We gotta put money on all my suspects' books.
Hey, look, man, bust out the Cash App.
Oh, you want for Almighty?
You gotta ask him if that's okay first, because he might not want all this money.
Man, bro, when I'm in the sales, I'm accepting all of that. Give
Nah,
me
you
all of
want
that.
that.
I need all commissary.
You want that? You want that? Yeah.
But man, I guess
You
it's
said
a
Big
good
Flex
episode.
on Instagram. Look at him up right now.
Big Flex on Instagram. He's a comedian.
And he does like
Skits and shit.
like Crip Mac.
No, he doesn't. He just, you found him? Big Flex, the comedian.
Okay.
Let me go get my phone.
It's a free plug, Big Flex, man.
Big Flex is him, right?
You better send a super chat, brother.
Okay, well, folks, y'all like, subscribe, comment.
See y'all tomorrow for the music.